you really
Took me,
Miss Sophia is
took
live.
me 1 minute to do that, and she's whirling around. Brianna say hey.
Hola. Hi, everybody. Hola, everybody. Hey, hey, hey.
Oh.
Well, I guess I can use this since you're not using it.
Yeah, you can take that out. It's the one over there. It's not another one over
Oh,
there. Right here.
I think you don't.
1 minute. Queen Naja.
Hey, y'all. Hey, there, Michelle.
She don't live all that shaking.
Ain't nothing but the deal. This is setup. This is scheme and Todd setup. Come at us with the boom.
Oh. Hey Brianna, hey Miss Siobhan. We get ready to go out. Welcome to Club Chit Chat with your DJ Miss Sophia right here on We Are Your Radio. We Are Your Radio. We are the home of the urban sound of pride, baby. Baby, he done finally made it to the studio,
Yes,
y'all.
I finally made it. Won't he do it? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear
Okay,
you.
you hear me loud and clear?
Oh, you don't have a headset.
I don't have to put this mic in my throat.
Because I know you will. If anybody else will, anybody will do it, it will be you. Try to get the mic to touch that thing in the back of your throat.
And a little dangly thing in the back of your throat.
How you doing?
Listen, it's been a minute. I've been trying to get up here, but you know, I've been working on the farm, and that's been, you know, a whole shindig, and I've been, you know, in and out of my second home, that you like to call it, and stuff. So, you know, it's just got a lot going on. I'm trying to get my YouTube channel back popping.
Oh.
Okay, Mister6ft8. Okay.
Stop all that starting and stopping.
Well, you know, I feel like sometimes that I don't really know which direction I want to take. So I really had to think about it. Like, what do you really want to do? And I come to realize that what I really want to do is just do all things pertaining to me. Cause
Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Willie won't.
Won't he will?
Yes, honey. Let me just tell you something. Them bags over there you got over
Listen,
there doing
I got some honey buns.
Put that bag in that chair. Because girl, I know George is watching and he is going crazy.
He probably doing backflips.
Sorry, put that bag in that chair.
Sorry, George.
Just hide it in the chair, honey.
Don't hide that. Divide that.
Yeah. You know, you can raise that mic up, honey. You don't have to hold your mouth down. Yeah,
Well,
you
know,
see how that works?
I don't know about it. It may hit my nose.
Where's Ava?
You know, I thought you was gonna surprise and pop up on, you know, on me when I walked up in there. I didn't know.
Oh no. Well, when the last time y'all been together?
Well, you know, it's been a minute. I haven't seen Ava since a month of Sundays.
Oh.
I haven't been out of Midtown Moon. You know, I've been, like I said, I've been trying to stay out of trouble, even though it's been hard.
Oh, really?
Because, you know, it's getting close to Scorpio season, and the closer it gets to Scorpio season, the more I act up.
And coronavirus is kind of like somewhat gone, so the Taco Bells, they back open, the parking lots and all that. I understand.
2-for-1 special. 2-for-1 special.
Oh, what? That's how you doing me. Want to say hey to all of my laughing hyenas on my YouTube, because, you know, I'm getting ready to cancel my YouTube and my Instagram and my Facebook and all that. I'm just going to start doing
I heard you mention.
TikTok.
I heard you mention it the other day
Yeah.
on live, but I thought you was joking.
No,
Now, why would you do such a thing?
I'm gonna cut all that off. I'm gonna delete all of that.
And what you gonna do on
Disconnect all
TikTok?
that. I don't know, child. I don't even know how TikTok work, honey. I'm just gonna try something different for the fall.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, I'm gonna let TikTok.
Well, don't delete the thing just yet.
Yeah, I'm deleting them this weekend. That's I already got that in the plan, son. Where I'm going to, cause I need the space in my phone
Lord,
and on my computer.
y'all, let's come together with one or two together. We need to start to go.
Y'all gonna come together and help me delete it. See, I'm like you. I'm like you. I'm trying to find which direction. Trying to see what I want to go.
I'm trying to revamp.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm revamping. So it's just gonna be TikTok. I'm just doing TikTok.
Okay.
Yes.
So you gonna make like little videos and skits and stuff? Do you look, comedic or just talk?
I probably read Bible scriptures.
Sing a couple of prescriptions.
Everybody else on there
Okay.
doing them. So I probably just get on there every day and just read a scripture.
Oh, okay. Are you gonna have you an
'Cause-
assistant? Because I heard you
No.
talking about here yesterday.
No. I don't need no assistant. I just need the Bible.
Just about.
Yes. We
Oh
doing
my-
the scripture because we are living in the last days.
Listen,
So why not take them on out with some scriptures, honey?
It feel like it. It feel like living the last. Like I really think. Like I really think. Because I've been out here doing things that I normally ain't done in a month of Sundays, and that's how I know.
Like what?
I was just picking flowers.
Grandma said, I don't care who telling it, just want to be told.
Just picking flowers.
What kind of flowers have you picked recently?
Gardenias, lilies in the valleys, okay?
He's a lily in the valley.
Something with a big bulb on it,
A big bulb. A big bulb. A big bulge.
Both. I'll take both for 200
Well,
hours.
if it had a big bulge on it, you've been picking up dandelion.
Listen, but I'm trying to turn over a new leaf. Like I really am. I'm trying to leave the club alone.
Oh, what?
Like, I've been clubbing like for the last whole year of the pandemic, so I'm trying to vow to not go out to the club this Friday.
You got that?
I'm trying
Yeah.
to leave that.
Yes, Austin, he be club and then he call y'all somebody sick. No, he hung over, honey. He hung over.
Oh my God.
From Big Time Moon and Bulldog.
My name is Ching Ching Tong, Toing Toing Toing, no comprende. No comprende.
Okay.
I know nothing of what this woman talk about at all. Period.
Oh.
Period. But I'm happy to see you though.
I'm happy to see you too. You always come with gifts, honey. You come here with these honey buns and something to drink.
It was my intention to go by Bath and Body Works, but
what?
I knew that it was either gonna be late here or go by there.
Well, no, you could have been going to Bath and Body Works because you've been coming up here for the last 3 weeks. So you done had 3 weeks to go to Bath and Body Works. Now this is your fourth schedule.
See, what had happened was I was thinking like, what can I get? Like, 'cause I know what you like and stuff. So I was like, well, let me just go by Bath and Body Works. But then, 1 week turned into the other week. I procrastinated, and then, I didn't think that you was gonna call me this morning. So when you called me, I was like, well, dang. I said, I guess I can sit here and roll on and Tootsie roll down there to the radio station. And so, I was trying to look presentable. But I said, let me go by and at least get some snacks, because that's what I'm known for, the snack king in here.
No, you down for the snack, not that kind of snack. You buy other people's snacks.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I am a saint.
Oh, okay.
I don't have my cross on today, but I am a saint. I can guarantee y'all.
Yeah, you take
I
the
follow
cross
all
out.
my-
'Cause you have to take the cross out because you can't do that in the parking lot.
I
So
follow,
with that cross
I
on.
follow all my prescriptions every day faithfully. I promise you I do. I have no black book. Don't believe the hype. I have no black book whatsoever, okay? And all the people that I did have, I done left them alone, okay? Because they ain't nothing but heartbreak. A heartbreak, breaking my wallet, breaking my heart, breaking my back, all the etc.
How they break your back?
Listen. All I gotta sit here and say domestic abuse time.
Anybody abuse you? Shit, that's not called domestic abuse. Now you're not gonna put that on domestic abuse, but there are some legitimate cases out there of domestic abuse, and you are not gonna do that.
I mean, if you get thrown across the room, what is it?
Bondage. That's what you want. you into SL.
If you get tired up, what is that?
Bondage.
Oh my God, I cannot. I'm a saint now. That's all you need to know. I'm a saint.
Before you was a saint, what were you before you was a saint?
I was in denial, back door, Betty Crocker, Highland Street, thought. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I was gonna say something else, but I ain't gonna say it on the radio.
Oh, okay. Well, we appreciate that. Although you told them they'd have broke your back.
Don't worry, it's still intact like a Lexus. Ain't nothing sitting loose, ain't nothing squiggly, wiggling, wobbling. Okay, everything is bolted still tight.
That's because you just coming from the doctor.
In the closet, the doctor. I just came from in the closet. That's where I came from.
And what grandma say?
I don't care who says.
You just want to be told. I'm your girl, Miss Sophia. Hold it down right here. We're your radio. We're your radio with the home of the urban sound of pride.
Oh, sing it with me.
Oh.
I know I've been changed.
No, your version is I know you are a liar. Spectacular, join us this summer.
Yes, come on out.
Mm-hmm.
I might have to go slide up in there,
You
see
need to come.
what's coming on, see what I can find.
We have a great time. Oh, there you go. There you go, Saint. There go the Saint. So now you finna go back to.
I mean, nothing wrong with trying to, find a little, husband or two,
I'm your girl, Miss Sophia. Hold it down right here. We are your radio. We're your radio. We are the home of the urban sound of pride. If you want to join us for Spectacular weekend in the mountains, then
that's the month of November too.
How? No, it's October.
Oh, never mind.
It's the end of October. Halloween weekend.
Oh, okay. Well, it's still like 10 days before my birthday, so it's close enough.
You still trying to get somebody to dig up that little thing in the back of your throat?
Just a checkup, a follow-up. A little follow-up ain't never hurt nobody. I don't know what happened to my phone. It just completely stopped recording.
It what?
It completely stopped recording.
No. Say it ain't so.
Hey, Juju. Don't delete those channels, Sophia. TikTok might be gone while the other things remain. Somebody said, don't delete them channels, Sophia. TikTok might be gone. Hey, Juju. Hey, Michelle, sis. Hey, Go Gadget. Hey, Lisa May.
Here you go, baby.
Miss Shavon.
Plug that in there. In that box.
I don't know nothing about no hoes.
Huh.
Okay, go ahead and use that.
Oh,
Child. Oh, Lord.
I'll see you there. What they say?
Life can be
Audrey, Juju, hey, Bree, Michelle, Diva Michelle. Okay, so what? Miss Sophia, don't delete those channels, Sophia. TikTok might be gone while the other things remain. Take a break from the other stuff if you want, but don't delete them completely, Sophia. Oh, they out of here. I'm deleting them. Hey, the great Danielle. Hey, go back to Bridges. They out of here, baby. I'm deleting all that tomorrow. I'm starting over fresh. I'm turning over a new leaf.
Call right now and learn for free how to get it. Listen,
How to get it?
insurance plans for
16%.
Oh, just the two of us.
We can make it
If you try.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what I was telling you.
Try, give me some wine. What you brought us to drink? Give me some wine. Pass me that wine.
Let me pass you the wine. I know you like them things that I brought last time, so I brought you 2 different flavors. I brought you tropical
What?
and I brought you a ginger Sprite.
Oh, what?
And
Come on
since Georgia in here, you got
You got
options.
vodka, honey. Oh, you brought some vodka.
You got options.
Okay, this is
Ain't
vodka.
nothing,
Look at
wrong with a
you.
little options, okay?
Child, come on with them honey buns. Don't act like that, honey. Come on with them honey buns. Honey, don't act like that. Oh. got options. Like, come on with them chips, honey. I ain't like that. Come on with them chips. I ain't like that.
Well, you know, man. Your ass on
What
bad.
you have?
I'm on a diet.
Oh, grandma said.
I've eaten a lot of beef lately.
Grandma.
They say beef take a long time to digest through your system, so with that being said,
What?
I'm on a diet.
Last time you had some beef, child. So I've been trying to get the Bones restaurant for the longest time.
Not
We
bones.
have snacks. You want some of our snacks?
Not bones. What are you talking about? Not bones. Don't they sell like
Steak?
fish and stuff and steak? See, that's that. I don't
Bones
eat steak.
Steakhouse.
I don't eat steak. I eat beef.
Okay. Oh, that's just like the people that don't eat pork, but they love ham. I don't eat pork.
But
But
I
you get a
eat
ham sandwich.
But I eat ham.
So you don't eat beef, but you love steak.
Listen, it's the difference.
You don't eat beef, but you love.
It's the difference.
Thank you for these chips.
Oh, no problem, child. I don't know what happened to my thing. My line
Mm-hmm.
just, somebody called me and my line just stopped working, so it wasn't meant for me to record. It wasn't meant for me to record, y'all. Oh, well. I gotta finish watching,
But we're here eating caviar and sipping on vodka. Is this what you call them?
what?
What's the one Diddy endorsed?
Oh, Ciroc.
This Ciroc.
I don't think that's some Ciroc, child. I think that's some old Mad Dog. That's some old Mad Dog. Mad Dog, what is Mad Dog 2020? 2020? Y'all know nothing about that. See, y'all ain't old enough. Y'all ain't old enough. Wink, wink.
Hey, it's not Black Boy ATL. They need a Pepsi.
Okay, look, I knew it was coming somewhere. Come on, Pepsi.
He want that dark liquor.
Listen, them Pepsis and stuff will give you the sugars. You know what I'm saying? Passed out, blood pressure, sugar pressure be up, sky high. Next thing you know, you be taking a Crystal pill. Hey there, Sly. Yes, come on through. Come on through. Yeah, I love that
Hey,
interview.
Fly. Sylvia Williams say, hey.
Hey Sylvia, hey the great Danielle, hey Michelle.
Hey,
Go,
Tristan,
go.
boo, a.k.a. Mister6ft8. Oh, that's your boo?
Y'all thought I wasn't rolling back up in here. Like me and Sylvia used to work together.
Maybe this is my favorite chip, and I love when they're this color.
Are you for real?
Yeah,
I did
I
not
mean,
know
that when they
that.
be all burnt and dark. And
I did not know those were your favorite chips. Cause I looked and I said, I wonder if she like these. And I said, I'm gonna pick them up anyway, child. And I just started walking around the store grabbing stuff. Grabbing stuff. Yeah, I love the Trinity interview. It was highly entertaining. I said, oh my God, y'all are weighing out up there. I said, come on for the honesty. And when y'all start talking about them assistants, y'all start talking about them assistants, I said, child, just let it go. Let it go. Just let it go. And y'all start talking about the stage man. Now I can see both sides though, but you are right. It's a two-way. It is a two-way communication. Even if the assistant of the stage manager don't notify, at least it should be an assistant that's helping you get dressed, keeping you on track. So I do agree. If one doesn't work, the other should definitely come through.
But my thing, the whole thing about it is, you are in a competition.
Right.
When you just spent that kind of money and you are in a competition, I'm not relying on nobody else to have me where I'm supposed to be, even if they're in place to assist me in that aspect. It's just that I've spent too much money.
I agree. And then you, like you said,
And then when somebody else drop the ball that don't work for me, they work for the company.
But when you told me about tummy dress though, I said, oh no, I said we would have been fighting. I said, how you gonna pay something?
Another thing, Tommy stop. You know how you go to a pageant and everybody dance with everybody. Tommy say, if you dance with somebody else, you gotta dance with me. If you dance with me, you dance with me only. Cause you don't know what number I'm gonna pull. So the person may be before me that you dance, somebody else you dance with may be before me. And then I gotta wait on you to get dressed, and I don't have a 4 minutes, a certain amount of time to set up before they start my music.
It'll be a scheme that's hard set up. They come at you with the bull.
Girls still doing that.
Yeah, I can see that.
I still host pageant with my style. They had to her dancers was in the last challenge. They have to change into the costume.
Just gotta show how small the community is. That's all they go.
No, they ain't got nothing to do with the community being small. It got to do with the community being cheap. But everybody, we get together, we just get a van, and all the dancers just drive down in the van. We ain't gotta pay for all them flights.
Yeah.
We use the same dance. We ain't gotta get no different.
I always wonder how they get all them props up there though. They be having these big props. They ship them. They ship the props though up there. The actual like stage props. They ship them up there from where they at, and like if they
they'll get big U-Hauls and rider trucks and all that to get them up there. And sometimes, like when some girls have production companies that put their stuff together, so they do all that for them. They transport all that for them.
That's expensive. You start talking about having people to put stuff together for you. That ain't cheap. Hey, Chi-Chi.
Chi-Chi in there.
Mm-hmm.
Chi-Chi. The infamous Chi-Chi.
Mm-hmm. You said why she here, Ike.
Hi, Chi-Chi.
Chi-Chi.
The infamous Chi-Chi. Why she here, Ike?
Wait.
I'm all right, Jackie. Y'all go ahead. Chi-Chi in New York City, get a rope.
I was up all last night watching The Point of View.
I was.
Now I will say, after last night, I definitely like Dominique on there. She's a great reporter. She makes a great reporter. As a matter of fact, she carried the show.
She did.
To me, she did last night.
Dominique.
She came with all the research.
What? She carried the show, our point of view.
Listen,
You feel like that?
that's what I'm saying. Since I was in the bottom contenders.
You heard him, Chevelle. I'm your girl, Miss Sophia, holding it down right here. We are your radio. We're your radio. We're the home of the urban sound of pride, baby. Yes, we are. We were talking about our point of view, the show that you auditioned for, because they said they wanted some young blood in there.
First of all.
And then they end up picking an old lady.
What you're not going to do is get me caught up, okay?
In what?
First of all, though, I didn't feel some kind of way, but I felt some kind of way.
Oh, baby. Now listen, either it was out of cold, it had to be lukewarm.
And well, I felt some kind of way because of the fact that I don't feel like that the actual show was set up right on that particular night to give us a fair chance.
Well, hold up. Let me just tell everybody what he's talking about. There's this people, they do this like podcast. It's called Our Point of View. And they have been doing it for a couple of seasons. And so this new season, they were auditioning people because they said they wanted some young blood. They want to hear from the young people. And so you audition.
And Cash Moss in the band, your child, audition.
All the young blood. You all audition. And then when the came down, they had picked Miss Jane Pittman over y'all. So they weren't looking for no young blood. They were looking for an old stallion.
Well, I think Chevelle mentioned that it was because it wasn't received well by the audience. They was already used to the old way.
But it's just like that's what new is. New when you doing something new. When you're doing something new, a lot of people, some people are not going to receive it. It takes times for people to
Right.
adjust to the new. A lot of people don't like change. We know that.
I agree.
So it's just like if Hollywood was basing their opinions on what people don't like, then a lot of stuff wouldn't get done. A lot of people we wouldn't see
That's true.
because the people say that they didn't feel it. They weren't feeling it. And then how they gonna figure out during the audition?
That's what I'm saying. And you got all three. Okay. First of all, it's a panel composed of several different people with several different types of personalities. But this particular show, you had all three of the people that was supposed to audition, and half of the cast that's normally up there was not up there. So you basically just got, this is just us being on here to say, pretty much to see who can give pretty much the most shade. To me, I felt like it was.
But the thing is, that's what the show does sometimes. That's what the show does. And then it's just like, even with you saying, them saying that the reason, Chevelle said, this is the one this is her project,
Right, her
Chevelle.
project,
So
right.
you saying that Chevelle said that it wasn't received very well because
Right.
they didn't know y'all.
Right, because
But the thing about it is, you didn't know Dominique, the one that they chose, right?
I had no idea that she was auditioning.
But last night you said what when you watched the show?
I said last night after watching the show from start to finish, I felt like that she was a great add-on to the other cast as far as what she brought to the actual table. Now she don't bring a lot of shade in.
Hold on. So that's all I want you to say right there. But not that's all I want you to say. But I'm just trying to prove a point to you. Just like when you saw who they chose, you didn't know her.
Right.
You were not feeling her. And last night when you saw her, you felt like she was a great addition to the show.
Right.
Now if Chevelle had took that and applied that to you or the other people that auditioned, the people that wasn't feeling you all,
Right.
if she had took that and gave you all the chance that she gave Dominique,
Right.
somebody that wasn't feeling you all during the audition probably would have gave you a chance. And then last night they would say, oh, well, he was quite different than what I thought he was going to be. And from the audition and da. But because you all weren't given that opportunity, the people don't know what you would be like as an addition to the show. Then on top of that, you all will audition with other people that were auditioning on the show.
Right.
So it's just like, that was going to be a different dynamic from you all being added to the show with the other personalities that were already there.
Right. And then another thing that really kind of, well, it didn't heat me up, but I felt some kind of way. I'm like, now, the people in the comments, they was going off talking about we were disrespecting the elders, the people in the community legends, such as Raquel Lloyd, Tommy Ross, Stasha Sanchez, because of questions that Neil asked on the panel to us, basically asking who is the overhyped person out of all of these entertainers, who is the most overhyped, overrated out of all of these entertainers, or who's in the castle or who's in the cottage. Now you got us answering those kind of questions, and you got people in the comments, they pretty much feeling some kind of way, because like, oh no, you ain't gonna sit here and talk about so and so. Well, he asked us the question.
But this is the thing. This is the thing for you and everybody else that's listening and want to do something like this. When you go and you are in a arena like that, whatever come out of your mouth, let it be what you really feel, and you can stand on that.
Right.
So what other people think about what you said, you don't care.
Right.
And the ones that really matter, then you address those people, friends, family, all of that. But when somebody else, you cannot be in a situation like that, and then you're trying to be you,
Right.
and do what you do,
Right.
and then you are trying to watch what other people are saying about what you said. It's just like, no, you're not. You're taking your focus is gone.
It's gone.
Because you're not going to be able to be you, because you're trying to please the people who are making comments that don't agree with what you did or what you said.
Right.
But the bottom line is, just like they were asking you questions about certain people and individuals, and you didn't want to do that because you didn't want to be like the bad boy, and you didn't want that heat. But they sit up and they talk about stuff that other people are offended by what they talk about. The subject matters that they talk about, sometimes they offend people.
Right.
And they just got through dogging Continental out. And Chevelle is a former Miss Continental plus.
Right.
And not only that, they have been going to Continental for years, knowing what the dressing situation was. Y'all get dressed outside the theater. So now all of a sudden this year, that is a big thing. And how long the black people and all the other girls been going to Continental, dressing outside and not having a problem with it? But all of a sudden this year, it's an issue, and y'all want to come and make it a controversy on y'all show.
But I think it's also because certain people pretty much spoke up about it, and because certain people spoke up about it in the community, such as Trent.
But hold on.
Other people wrote the bandwagon.
But hold on.
Like, well, let me get on the bandwagon.
And that's another thing. Just like those people that were making comments about y'all or what y'all was saying, they had nothing to do with what you are in the show. Trent don't do Continental. Trent don't do pageants. Right. So if somebody had a problem with it, if a contestant had a problem with it, then the contestant should have voiced that.
Right.
So Trent bringing that up on that show was just for what? Entertainment.
Right. I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. But all in all, though, I do feel like that whoever is on the cast of the point of view is supposed to be on there. I still love the show as a whole. I do love Dominique on there, especially after seeing her last night. She definitely carried the show to me. And yeah, I'm everything happens for a reason.
Right, and then this is what I want to tell you, what I've already told you several times. Our point of view,
right.
That show, you already have that.
Right.
So why would you try to go and be on somebody else's point of view when you already give your own point of view on your show, on YouTube?
Yeah.
They doing the same thing you do. Yes. Whatever the subjects are, whatever's out there, whatever is topical, you talk about that.
Right.
So if you want, you could add to your platform and bring people onto your platform and do the same thing that they're doing, because you're already doing that by yourself.
Right. Well, at the end of the day, it gave me exposure. I've had, new followers because of that. So, I take it all as, it was a good opportunity, and it gave me what it's supposed to have gave. And so now, it's like I'm back focused on my show and, just staying steadfast. I think the biggest thing that I've wrestled with, and I've made this be known, is as far as me, myself, having that confidence and security in myself to, do what I want to do, how I want to do it, and not feel any kind of way about what others as far as think or feel like that I should be seeing doing. So, that's why when I brought my show back this time, I was like, okay, I'm doing what I want to do. Like, I've come to realize, even though I do talk about certain hot topics, I really don't like talking about certain hot topics because I really don't be invested into certain people like Lil Nas. Like, don't get me wrong, I've talked about him, I've covered it, but I don't really be invested into the story like a lot of people being invested into, because of the fact that it's just like, it's not something that interests me, it's not something that I find, captivating. Not saying he's not captivating, but just not something I find. So why follow that? Because everybody else hopping on this topic, let me go and hop on it.
We're gonna take a break, and I'm gonna come back and we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna pick it up right there.
Okay.
And I'm gonna explain something to you when it comes to that.
All right.
I'm your girl, Miss Sophia, holding it down right here on We Are Your Radio. We Are Your Radio. We're the home of the urban sound of pride.
Wow.
And the 3 o'clock hour was brought to you by Falltacular. Let's ride.
Hey. Come on through.
Oh.
Why this thing?
Hi, Michelle Holly. Michelle Holly say, hey, Mister6ft8.
Hola. ¿Cómo estás?
Hi, Doris.
I miss y'all. I gotta do a Zoom.
The infamous Chi. Hey, Tom Big TV. Miss Sophia is ready to cut up about Lil Nas X. Remember what we left off? That's what we're gonna pick up.
Okay.
Just write it down so you don't forget if you have to.
Listen. Cause I was like, child, if I hear about this child one more time. If I hear about this child one more time. At this point, it's all about the social media and clout. That's what it's all about at this point. I think my headset is not even
Mm-hmm. It's not long. It's not.
good. No, you know how when you feel like, oh, it's got a shortage in it. That's what it is.
Mm.
Because when you wiggle the cord, it goes in and out.
Try another one. Try another one, cuz.
Oh, try another one. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Oh, okay.
Pass it here, cuz. Don't wrap that around it like that, cuz. That's why I got a short in it, cuz. Y'all don't know how to store the white properly.
Hallelujah.
I just better go on and open up my little, become a therapist.
I think you should, because
Yeah,
I was really in tune with what you were saying about the whole Trinity thing the other like day. Like I was, it's hard to keep me there for 2 hours watching straight. But I was like, okay. Okay.
And another thing that I thought about last night with the whole Trinity situation is Trinity was in Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
The first pageant was Friday night.
Right.
Trinity pageant was Monday.
Oh, right.
They had Miss Continental Elite Friday.
Mhm.
Trinity was there at the
Okay.
pageant, tipping around, looking lovely.
Okay.
They had Mr. Continental Saturday night.
Right. Prince Taylor.
Trinity was there,
Mhm.
tipping around, looking lovely.
Mhm.
They had Miss Continental Plus Sunday night. Trinity was there, tipping around, looking lovely.
Mhm.
And her pageant Monday, they were stoning her gown.
I don't understand that.
She was getting costumes, and then all of the stuff. Well, instead of you being there Friday, tipping around, looking lovely, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you should have been at home stoning your gown, First of all, the gown should have been stoned when you got to Chicago.
And then she mentioned that she didn't even get to try the shell on other gown, that she just had to.
It was just a lie. So that's why I was like, yo, you wasn't ready.
And I didn't even realize, I didn't even know about the part about it, because I didn't see her talent until like midway about the entrance block thing. I didn't even know about it. I said, well, dang. Because I was looking, I said, her hair looked kind of out of place.
But
a little
the
bit.
thing about it is that they was like, nobody came and got me. The man came and told you when they was on number 8. So this year they're running the pageant differently because of COVID. So they're running all these pageants the same weekend, because usually they just have 2 Labor Day weekend,
Right.
Miss Continental and Mr. Continental.
Right.
And Miss Continental Elite and Miss Continental Plus, they are usually Easter weekend.
Right.
But this year they decided we're gonna have all 4 divisions Labor Day weekend.
Mhm.
One Friday, one Saturday, one Sunday, one Monday.
Mm-hmm.
So the man that came to you and told you, because they're operating differently too, and
Right.
you're not the only contestant that they're working with. So you make it like the stage manager.
It's like 18.
The stage manager has the responsibility, blah, 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 but the stage manager work for this Continental. They don't work for you.
Mm-hmm.
And you just were not ready.
It was a lot.
You were not ready. Because if you had that big old coat that Cardi B had on for the Met Gala, is
Right.
that what you was gonna have on at the beginning of your talent? You should, when that man told you that it was 8, they was on number 8.
Think about how long it take to get into that.
Yeah, they told you that they were on number 8. You already knew, well, I need to gauge, talent is only 7 minutes. They only have
Right.
7 minutes, so it's just like, but girl, he came back here a while ago and he said
It would have been
they
time to
probably
start
on
getting
11.
into it.
But you were supposed to be on the side of the stage by contestant number 10, because you couldn't put that coat on in the tent and then come up there.
Right, yeah.
You was gonna have to put that coat on the side of the stage, so you should have been up there already anyway,
I didn't think about
to
it.
put that coat on the side of the stage.
I didn't think about
And
it.
then they open up the thing and they know, why would y'all open up there? Because I ain't back there. So you wouldn't say, oh, y'all didn't open up thing, I ain't gonna pay y'all.
Well, everybody was saying that, on the Instagram that she was robbed. That's what I was so.
No, she
That's what
wasn't
I was.
robbed.
That's why I was
And
thinking about
then-
it. Why y'all are so upset? And like I said, I love her. I think she has the most potential out of a lot of girls. I think she has the most potential. But when people kept saying, "Oh my God, Trinity was robbed. She was robbed. She was robbed," I'm like, did you not
She wasn't
see who
robbed.
won? And the other girl, Gay Free, behind. Did you not see them?
She was not robbed. She was not ready. And for the people who say she was robbed, it was just like they didn't put no more rules on Trinity than they put on the other girl, the other 17
Right.
girls that was in the pageant.
Mm-hmm.
Now, they had 17 contestants.
Mm-hmm.
The only one that didn't make her cute was Trinity. And then just like I told her yesterday when she said that she wanted them to go and explain to the judges that it wasn't her fault. It was your fault. And then I said, the judge would have said, okay. Well, the other girls, they had they had to follow the same rules and guidelines that she had. So what was the difference between her and
Right, they know stuff happen every year.
and then just like you having all these mistakes, and then these other girls, they under the same stress that you under, and they execute their stuff.
Cause I saw Gay, if I'm not mistaken, that girl Gay Free, I think her name was. I saw her again, somebody doing her hair by the dumpster. I said, this girl's getting ready by the trash can, right? You can lay in the supplies, everything laid out on the dumpster, sitting there, hairspray, just spraying in the back alley. I said, girl, and still.
1 minute.
Still was looking good. But I think that she gonna come back next year and have. I think it's
I don't know if she's gonna come back next year, but I know she'll be back. Just like Yasmin that won. Child, these girls be going back to Continental and USA 12 to 13 years trying to win.
Oh my God! And it was
And
I forgot
as
to
sad as
shout
it
out
sound-
to Brianna Nicole that passed away.
Yeah, and she was just there at Continental Plus. She was doing Plus, I
Yeah, she
think.
did plus. Yeah.
But then again, it's just like there are girls like Sasha Valentino, our good friend Sasha Valentino. She died trying to become Miss Continental. She went to Continental about 13, 14 times. Those girls want to be Miss Continental. And then on top of that, another thing that we left out of the equation yesterday is that Miss Continental is a national pageant.
Right.
Trinity showed up like she was at a local pageant.
Newcomer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Miss Continental is a national pageant. So if you can't handle the stress of getting ready for this national pageant this one night this year, how you gonna represent them all year as a
Right.
national queen?
Right. Right. I'm with you when you right now. Well, baby, y'all was winning it out yesterday talking about that stage manager.
Welcome back to Club Chit Chat with your DJ Miss Sophia right here on We Are Your Radio. We Are Your Radio. We are the home of the urban sound of pride, baby. Yes, we are. Hey. That was so tired. So
I want to
tired.
be so tired with somebody.
See, there you go, honey. You a Christian now. You train
You know
on
what?
the
Let
beat.
me tell you something. That's my problem. I'm not even gonna. Let me have a transparent moment. That's my problem. See, I'm so focused on trying to become domesticated that I fail to realize that sometimes it's just better to be by yourself.
Domesticated.
Yeah, domesticated. Ain't that the word when you're trying to become like a housewife and stuff?
Domestic. You trying to become domestic.
Y'all know it's. I'm gonna say the Lord know your heart, baby. The Lord know your heart.
Well, just speak with your heart, not with your mouth.
It's what they say. It's better to sit and be quiet than to speak and remove all doubt. But that's the problem, though. Like, and I think a lot of that has to do with because I didn't have that proper growing up, upbringing, childhood, of where I had a solid home. So I don't know what that feels like to have a solid home. So now it's like I yearn and want that stability of having a family, being able to settle down, have a spouse, have kids, and things like that. I think that's where that come from.
But listen, this is what I want to say. Living in the day and time, I hear what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
I understand that. But living in the day and time that we're living in now, everything is on the table.
Right.
So you cannot say that you didn't have that. You had it that you didn't have what somebody else had when it comes to that.
Right.
You said, what are you saying? You didn't come with a mother and a father?
Well, I mean, I came with it, but my dad was just like with a lot of stories, was very abusive, was an alcoholic, and my parents got divorced when I was early at an early age. So even though I have an older brother, but I grew up in a single child mindset because I went with my mom with our mom, and he went with our dad. So when we split up, it's just like everybody was just every man for himself.
Mm-hmm.
So that's just all. I was used to having to be alone, used to having to entertain myself, used to having to be, in that independent mindset of like, okay, it's nobody but you because you don't have that family unit. And when I did have it, when they were married, most of those years was spent going away from the house because when I was at the house, all I was seeing was violence,
Mm.
like super violence. And so, by the time I got old enough, it's just like I was wanting stability because I didn't have a lot of, to me, what I felt like the foundations that I hear other people talk about when they say, oh, I grew up with a, and and I know you don't know what people go through in their own household, but I grew up with a mother and father, and my parents, they loved on each other and they showed us what love was like. I don't know what that feels like. I'm quite sure a lot of people can relate to that.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that was my issue to where when I got older, now it's just like I find myself in these situations of falling in, I won't say in love, but falling in a situation too quick because,
You're yearning
right,
for what you didn't have growing up.
basically.
And when you get in certain situations, you find out that, you have picked somebody that reminds you of your father.
Terrible. Tragic. Tragic. And I still want, and I have this talk with my cousin all the time. She wants me to go and reunite with my dad. I still would not do it because I've tried that and I've made peace with it that it's not going to happen because he's not at a place of wanting to move on. He's stuck in a certain time period,
Mm-hmm.
and that's all he wants to be in is that time period of where my mom left because of the abuse. So you don't want to talk about anything else. You don't want to talk about an adult relationship with your child. You would rather sit here and talk about stuff on the past, even though I'm telling you, look, I'm willing to forgive you as long as, you are willing to work with me and we can, at least try to, you can't have that childlike relationship. That's gone, but at least you can have an adult like bond with your parents. You know, fast forward, a month, a missed or past all of the bad stuff. So, it's just like I made peace that that's never gonna happen. So I'm good with it. So let me just go ahead and do me. And I may send you a postcard if I feel like it. If I don't, oh well. So.
And see, and I've talked to people and I hear you and I'm listening to you and I've talked to people and it's just like you say, I don't, I can't relate to that because that's not what I had.
Right.
And what you yearn for is what I had.
Right.
And so when I hear your story, I listen to you and I understand, but it's a different understanding for me because I wasn't in that situation.
Right.
But also I know that situation is more prevalent in your life than you probably know, because a lot of decisions that you make is because you're trying to prevent from what you grew up seeing
Right.
and experiencing. And then when you make those decisions and you later on find out that I'm right back here.
Right. And that's
and you beat yourself up.
And that's why I kept finding myself.
Because you feel like you messed up.
Right. And I agree. And that's why I kept finding myself. That was the reason why I kept taking all of these intimate, is that the word intimate when you take like a break, like from something? But that's why I kept taking like these breaks from like my channel. I kept, not being consistent with a lot of stuff because I was going through a level of depression of trying to come to terms with a lot of stuff, trying to find myself first, within a lot of stuff rather than using these outlets as a way of filling a void. And so that way I was like, well, when I do come back on, let me at least, be a whole person. So.
But can I say something? You are a whole person.
But I don't feel feel like it at times. Though.
Listen, you are a whole person. And the reason I feel that you don't feel like it is because you're not being yourself.
I can see that.
Your platform is your experience. And what you share on your platform is your experience. And if you are running away from your experience to get yourself together to come back and be something that you're not on your platform, that's why you keep having to go away. But if you stand in your truth and be yourself and be vulnerable and share your story with everybody else, because you're not the only one going through that.
Right.
And somebody that's listening to your platform probably experiencing that as well. And you are helping yourself and them.
Right.
But because you're busy trying to build a platform on what everybody else is doing,
Right.
and trying to, these stories that are out, the topics and everything that's out there and that's not your platform.
Right.
Your platform is to assist people who are dealing with the same issue that you are dealing with.
Right. I agree.
So, and the reason that you was talking about, I forgot the entertainer, not Lil Nas, you said somebody else, or the Bootsy or somebody, the reason you're not invested in that like everybody else is because what you're invested in is the real you and your relationship with your father.
Right.
You getting on your platform talking about your relationship with your father and how you feel about your father and the different stages and all of that you're going through with your father. Somebody else is going through that with their father, and somebody may be going through that with their mother. But that's not what you're talking about. You're talking about Lil Boosie, you're talking about Lil Wayne, you're talking about Kim Kardashian, you're talking about Nicki Minaj, you're talking about Cardi B, you're talking about Lil Nas X. What you should be talking about is what's real in your life. And what's real in your life is you feel damaged from the upbringing that you had and the violence that you saw in your household growing up. And you, as an adult, you still dealing with these issues because you're trying to be in a relationship where you want to find love and somebody love you like you see love, the couples, the families and all of that, but you can't find that. And it's just like you want to talk about everything but that, but it's just like that's your story, that's your platform.
Right. I agree.
And you don't have to run away and try to, get yourself together so you can come back and be a fake you, talking about something that you don't want to talk about. You stand right there on your platform and you talk about that. That's what it is. Y'all, today is not a good day for me. I had an issue because today is my dad's birthday, or today is the day that remind me my dad did such, or today is the day that such. You stand there on your platform and you let them know the real you and who you are and what you dealt with and what you're going through. And by you sharing that with your people, somebody else out there listening to you may be going through that.
Right. And I think the other thing is that, the fear of coming across as fragile, because you're being that transparent. People, being like, oh, every time he come on here, he seemed like, he going through something. He got something going on.
And you are. If you are, you are. Yeah. And you say, you're right, I am. Yeah. I am. So see, when those people, that's the truth. Right. If they say that, every time he going through, so I am, and I'm trying, and I'm trying to get through it. That's why I'm going through it, because I'm trying to get through it. Right. And the way that I get through it is discussing it and discovering what other methods I can take so I can get through it.
Because I have been to counseling several times, and I do support counseling. Don't get me wrong, I do. I just feel like that at some particular point, either it's working for you, or either it's not. I mean, for me, I didn't mind it, but it was just at a certain point I began to realize that if you're going to a person spilling out all your problems, and you go home and you still faced with the same thing, either something's not connected, either you're doing something wrong, or it's time for you to find a new approach. So, what I have come to find that helps me, even before I started YouTube, is that I used to always be on Facebook telling a lot of my life, sharing it. And, it did get to the point one time to where, a lot of people approach me like, you should be careful about telling all your business on here because people don't have the best interest for you and stuff like that. And, people saying that, oh, you always putting everything that you go through on Front Street, but that's the only way I know how to be. I don't know how to be anything else other than transparent, because that's what I feel like that's my forte, that's my ministry, that's what I do best, is just being that person to say, hey, I'm gonna be open about everything I go through, and that's just me. But I had to come to realize that don't worry about you know, as far as those people saying that, oh, you putting yourself out there too much, and somebody gonna take advantage of you.
And no, it's and I think the majority of those people, see that you are being honest and real about yourself, and they don't want to be honest and real about themselves. So if you are doing it, then it's just like they feel like they should do it,
Right.
but they're not ready to do it. And so it's kind of like you are making them see something that they're not ready to face in their own lives. It's just like, I'm not ready to share my story. He's sharing his story, and then they're trying to shut you up because, you know, they don't want to do that.
Right.
So they're like, come on, I just want you to be funny. I just want you to, you know, talk about what the topics are. Talk about the hot topics. I don't want you to expose yourself like that. Now I want you to make me laugh. I don't feel like laughing right now.
Yeah. And I have to realize, I mean, that's okay. You know, if that's the case, that's you know, that's fine. And I think that's the biggest thing that, you know, to realize is that I would, you know, which I do agree 100%.
It's like what your story is. Your platform is your story. And then it's just like you have to be okay with that, because if not, you're gonna keep finding yourself want to start over.
Trying to figure
It's just
out.
like, no, I'm right here.
Well, who would have known? I'm sitting here paying $200 or $300 for counseling sessions, child, and see he ain't got my life delivered right here on the mic.
And seriously, and I haven't been to counseling, but
Yeah.
from what everybody tells me about going to counseling, because a lot of people go to counseling and they think that the counselor is going to fix it for you.
Right.
But all the counselor is there for is to give you the tools to fix it yourself.
Right. I think my biggest thing is that I was always afraid of being put on antidepressants, because I've been through that phase in my life before where I had, well, I didn't have to, but it was recommended that I do it, and so I did. And when I did, a lot of crazy stuff happened. And my parents, you know, not my parents, but my mom, you know, made the decision like, okay, he needs to come off of this because, you know, he's not acting like himself. You know, the you know, outbursts, just all, like I was a troubled child back then. So fast forward, it's just like I've always had a fear like, okay, if you let these people see you a little bit too unwind, then you're like, oh, well, let's give them Zoloft. Let's give them, you know, whatever the other stuff that they say and put you on. And I mean, I agree, if you need to be put on that, that's fine. I just feel like for myself, somebody that already has 54 different mood swings and going through stuff, I just don't want to be numbed up to where I lose part of me because everything is suppressed, and that's what those meds do. And I do agree that if you get to the point where you feel like you can't hold it together, then by all means. But for somebody like me, you know, where I do have a strong spiritual life, you know, I've always, you know, had a strong spiritual life. That's just what works for me, is being able to be transparent and being able to talk to God and be like, okay, it's me and you. And that's a place where I've had to learn to get to, instead of trying to find comfort in man and stuff. I've had to learn how to find comfort, you know, in having just a one-on-one relationship with myself and with God, and just trying to find that inner, you know, peace within, because I don't think I was at peace with myself. So like I said, you have to do what works for you. But you know, as far as myself, that is something that I've had to travel down and take a journey on and discover, because I feel like that's important. You ain't got peace in your life as far as within, then you're no good to anybody else.
Right. And then if you're not dealing with what's really going on in your life, it's just sitting there. It's just sitting there. And then later on, tomorrow, you know how the old people say, you know, like, deal with today's problem today, because tomorrow is going to come with its own set of problems.
Right.
So when you don't deal with what's going on today, and then tomorrow got this problem, you don't deal with that, then Thursday, Friday, Saturday got their problem. So all these problems just building up.
Right.
So then when you don't deal with them, of course you'll get to the point where it just explode, because you're just full of problems.
Right.
And you haven't dealt with none of them.
I agree.
But it's just like, you gotta deal with it, But we was coming here, we supposed to talk about something totally different this break.
Well, look at all of the insight being put out though in the wheel. You better sit here and drop nuggets.
And I want to say, I kind of been in that situation, but it's just like me and my friend, a friend of mine, we just had this conversation last night,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just like some people are able to what is it? They're able to
Shit
work
stuff.
through their stuff.
Work
They're
through
able to
stuff,
work
yeah.
through their stuff.
Yeah.
But to somebody else, it's just like somebody could just stop smoking overnight. It's just like I'm quit. I'm not
Right,
smoking
just
cigarettes
like
no
that.
more. I'm just gonna quit.
Just
But
like
some people, it's a struggle.
Just like
So
right,
everybody
just-
can't stop cold turkey.
Right.
And then it's just like for us, and we were discussing. Me and my sister was talking last night, and what we were talking about is for us, the people who could just quit cold turkey.
Mm-hmm.
We have to go a step further and just look at the person that can't stop cold turkey and realize that there is a whole lot of other stuff.
Underlying stuff.
The underlying stuff that other people are dealing with that they can't quit cold turkey like us.
Right.
And a lot of us that can quit cold turkey, we make a mistake because we sometimes chastise the person
Right.
because they can't quit cold turkey, when what we should be doing is asking, what else is there going
What else going on?
What else going on?
Yeah.
Because it's just like, I know you would quit cold turkey if you could, but you can't.
It's
So
something
since you can't, what else are you dealing with?
Yeah. And
But
that's
we
my
don't take
thing.
that route.
Right. And that's my thing is that, you know, I've always said this, when it comes to my biggest huge flaw is that I'm just not a good person of managing my emotions. It's just not. So because of that, when something in my life is bothering me or when I'm going through something, it's like it unravels bit by bit. And you know, you're trying hard to keep it suppressed because you know, okay, you got to get up, you got to be a functioning person at work, you got to do this, you got to have responsibilities, you got to still live life. But what I come to realize is that, you know, being that person that is just not that person to say, okay, I can just master my emotions and still be a functioning person while I'm going through stuff. It just doesn't work like that. So that's why, you know, I make the decision a lot, you know, in my life to talk about a lot of what I go through because of the fact that it's the only way that I know how to still function.
But I think one of the things that you need to focus on is one, not worry about what other people say.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And not try to have a conversation with people who don't see it. It's just like you're not doing it for them, you're doing it for you. Right. So if a person has a problem with you expressing or you talking about your life, then don't get into a back and forth with them on social media or even in person because
right.
You're not doing it for them, you're doing it for you.
Right, right.
And another thing is you gotta stop worrying about what people say and what people think. And stop trying to make decisions on not making yourself better because you thinking about how other people are going to perceive what you're doing. Right. Don't worry about that. You're worried about you. You're not worried about what somebody else think about you. You're not worried about what somebody else has to say about you. You're worried about you trying to better you. Right. And while you're trying to better you, there's somebody else out there that's going through the exact same that you're going through. And by you trying to better you, the people that you are supposed to help, you are helping those people. And a lot of times those people are silent. Right. So you need to learn to tune out the people who are making the most noise because they're not dealing with what you're dealing with. You are dealing with something that you're trying to help you and the people that are silent. Right. And trust me, there are a lot of people that are silently listening to what you say, and you are helping them help themselves.
But let me ask you this, I'm gonna let you mention that. Let me ask you this question real quick. Do you feel that it's a bad thing if, like, just say if you got a friend or whatever, and that friend feels some kind of way because they feel like, oh, you know, you just acted brand new on me and stuff, and I ain't, you know, talk to you and this and that. Even though you already told them, like, look, it's no offense to you. It's really not. It's just that, you know, when you become accustomed to being in that, once again, that mindset of dealing with stuff on your own, you don't really, you know, bring a lot of people other into, like, when you be going through stuff. Do you feel like it's a bad thing that you know, you may, I wouldn't say disconnect, but you know, like me and you, we talk, but we don't talk every day. But when we do talk, we do talk. Well, some people may feel some kind of way, be like, okay, well, you know, I ain't heard from you since X, Y, and Z, so you know, it must be a problem. There's no problem.
Those are the people we just talked about.
Okay.
Those are the people that don't know that there's something else. So instead of coming to you as if they're a friend, instead of coming to you talking about you acting different, you changing, you da 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 da, they should say, you know what? I've noticed that, you know, you're changing and you know you're moving differently. What's going on? Is there something I can help you with? Because you know I'm kind of seeing like, you know, you pushing me away, and then you said like we used to do this and we used to do that, and we're not doing this, and it's just like, and you're kind of changing. So what's going on? Is there something I can assist you with?
Yeah.
As opposed to coming to you, talking about you not giving me what you used to give me, and I'm feeling some kind of way, and da da da, and why you can't give me what you used to give me, and if you can't give me what you used to give me, then what are we in this for? It's just like,
right.
So
Right.
that's that person
Yeah.
that want to go under there to help you get through the situation.
Right. And I mean, and to be honest, I don't really know what, as far as like the person that you described it should be. I don't know what it's like because I'm always faced with that from a lot of people that I do try to build relationships and bonds with, and I get it. You know, misunderstandings or being misunderstood is easy to occur. But you know, like I said, I made it no secret to anybody. Everybody that I deal with, they know what I deal with. They know my situation. I tell them all the time, like, look, this is what it is.
I think your main focus should be the work that you need to do for you.
Yeah.
And until you get the work that you need to do for you, you can't hook up with nobody else.
Right.
Because that is just a person that don't understand you, because you really don't understand you.
Right.
And you trying to work through to get to you.
To get to you, right.
So how can you introduce somebody to somebody that you don't know yet?
Right. I like that. I'm gonna take that and definitely apply it. I like that a lot.
But we're gonna take a break right here because I know our CEO George Digger is going crazy because we have talked for 30 minutes.
Oh, George,
and
I'm
we were supposed
sorry.
to talk for 7 minutes.
Oh, George.
But it's just like it just, and this is how I live my life. It's like what I'm telling you right now. It's just like, yes, we have protocol here. I'm supposed to go to break and I'm supposed to do, you know, play these commercials. I'm supposed to do this. We have a time thing here. But what we just did, it helped you and it helped somebody else. So as opposed to recognizing that there's something going on and this needs to be addressed, we could address this.
Right.
As opposed to pushing some buttons.
Right.
Because if that was the case, I would feel like as a DJ, I only have you up here because I want you to help me with my numbers.
Right.
But I have to show you that it's not about the, when it comes to something like this, it's not about the numbers.
Right.
Right now, it's about the person.
Right.
And the person that's in here is more important than a number.
I agree.
And my supervisor, George Daigle, he understands that. He understands that.
Yeah.
But it's just, but if I was somewhere else, I would be called in the office.
Right.
Because we ain't played these commercials. But we finna play them right now, honey. I'm
Wow.
gonna Miss Sophia hold it down right here. We are your radio. We're your radio. We're the home of the urban sound of pride. Come on, baby, let's ride.
Yeah.
Thankful.
Thankful. Yeah, I'm really good.
Yeah, I know. Because
You know,
my
trying to
thing
hold it,
is,
you know, trying to hold it together.
my thing is, and I go through that, but on a different level. My thing is, the people are used to, the people want Sophia, the crazy Sophia that makes them laugh.
Right.
And when Sophia is a human being, just like everybody else, not just Sophia, other comedians,
Right.
the Jamie Foxxes, the whoever, the Monique, all the comedians, they're human beings.
Right.
But because our gift is making people laugh, people don't want to see us when we're not making them laugh.
Right.
Because people don't want to sit down here and
Because
talk about it.
you can't separate, but I think a lot of that comes because they can't separate the two.
No, because they forget that you're a human being.
Right.
they forget that you're a human being, and they just feel like, no, you're just a comedian. You know, you don't have to go to the bathroom, you don't poop, you don't eat, you don't have to pay a light bill, you don't have to pay bills, you don't have to do this. You're just a comedian. You just make me laugh.
Just entertaining.
All the other stuff, that's for us. We're human beings. You're not a human being. You're a comedian.
Right.
And so I always say that the saddest thing for me, the saddest thing that I ever see is a comedian that cannot smile, because that comedian is going through something, and a whole lot of the people that person put a smile on their face, they don't understand that. And then that comedian can be in a very dark place, and his obligation is to go and be at an event. And even if you're not hosting an event, just be at the event. And then people are running up to you, and you're in a dark place, and they run up to you. Oh, I remember when you said such. They're like, they talk about joy time, and then you stand up here like, bitch, don't you see me?
Right.
Do you see me? And
They're
looking dead through you, honey.
But it don't matter, because they don't realize that, like you said, that you're human.
The car, what they call? You have to put it in. You have to just
Compartmentalize it.
Yes.
And you know, that's like I said, so Mister6ft8 actually was created initially as a way of me to have an outlet, because I got tired of going to counselors. That's really where a lot of the idea came from. Because I said, well, instead of me paying all this, instead of me paying all this money to sit here and go to counselors and stuff, why not get on my own channel? And I have actually made a video that I share a lot about what I went through as a child and stuff. And it was really hard for me to do, but it was helpful. And you know, it reached people that I didn't think it would, but it made me realize that you really got a lot of stuff that you've just been suppressing over the years.
Right.
That you just really, even though you was going to counseling, but you still wasn't really dealing with it. Like you was like, okay, I'm doing this because this is what society, this is what is expected of me, but you're not really dealing with it. You're just like, okay.
Just going, because that's what everybody say. You gotta go to counseling.
Right.
But if you go to counseling and it's not helping you with the issue, then what's the purpose?
Right.
And then the bottom line is you have to be vulnerable and just put your stuff out there.
But I come to realize that's hard for that's something with a lot of people that I've come to realize over the years. It's hard for a lot of people in general to do. Now, I guess with me, like I said, because of my emotions and, you know, not being a master of them, you know, it's easy for me to be vulnerable, transparent, but I've come to realize that vulnerability is something that people are really scared of.
Yeah.
Because they feel like, oh, I'm not going to let you see, you know, my hand and just think you're just going to sit here and just have one up on me or whatnot, because I'm sitting here putting myself on the line and you just, you know, over here all guarding and shield. So I've come to realize that people don't know how to take down their facade and really, you know, allow themselves to just be in the moment and
be genuine.
And that's the biggest thing that I've come across with people. So, you know, that's why I said with me, being transparent, that's just what helps me, because it has allowed me to say, okay, well, at least I know that what I went through is not in vain. If I can be able to at least help one other person get through something because of what I went through, I would at least know this is for a purpose.
And then for me, my thing is, because I realized, once I realized that my comedy is a gift. My comedy is a gift. Mm-hmm. And then I also added that I started saying that my comedy is my ministry. Right. Because growing up, when I was in the church doing the little church plays and everything, mm-hmm. people say, oh, that child gonna be a preacher. That child gonna preach. I'm telling that child gonna be a preacher one day, and blah 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 blah. So one day it just dawned on me, it's just like, you know, I'm helping people, and it's just like, you know, and my ministry is comedy. Comedy, right? So I'm not one of those preachers that go to church. I got a church and I'm going to the pulpit every Sunday, or right. Wednesday, I'm at Bible study and all that. I say my comedy, what I do, is a ministry. Right. So once I recognize that it is a ministry and I start respecting it as a ministry, mm-hmm. and you go, and what I'm telling you about being, you know, doing you, and talk about what's real in your life, because you're going to help other people. So I accepted that, and I know that I'm not going out here trying to hurt nobody's feelings, and I'm not trying to, you know, mess people up and all of that. I'm just trying to put a smile on their face to help them through these dark times. And so I go and I know that it's my ministry. I'm not doing to be facetious and trying to hurt people's feelings and all of that. Although sometimes people's feelings maybe get hurt when I, you know, target them as the butt of my jokes and all of that. It's not my focus. But the reward is when people come to me and they say, you know, I lost my mom and I haven't smiled in such a you know, I was dealing with cancer and I was just, and my friends brought me here. They said, you need to go. You know, and so with the reward is when those people come and share what I did for them, me unknowing until they tell me, which is what I'm telling you. There are people that you're going to be helping, but you don't know. But the ones that you're not helping, that are coming to you trying to silence you, those are the ones you need to tune out. And know that there are some people that you are helping, but they're silenced. But one day they're gonna come forth and say, I remember when I was. And then I heard you. Some may see, I heard you and Sophia said I was talking. I never knew that. And I was dealing with the same thing. I was struggling with my relationship with my father. I was struggling with my relationship with my mom. I was struggling with my relationship with my son. And I heard you. And then somebody just walk up to you and they see you somewhere. They may see you at a mall. Or someone say, hey, can I talk to you? You know, I was there. So it's just like you gotta learn how to tune the people out that want you to shut up. Because you're not talking for them. You're talking to the ones that are not talking back. That are listening that you don't know they listen. They'll come later. But you always have to walk in your truth.
And that's something that, you know, I feel like it's still a process for me. You know, I'm still learning how to get there day by day, but I do feel like I'm getting better at it because I'm starting to realize things that you're doing that you think that are helping you is not helping you. Such as I mentioned about you when you trying to find solace in other people and stuff, you know, thinking that oh it's gonna make me feel good and stuff, and really, you know, you still gonna go back
temporary
fix. You know, some people drink, some people do drugs, you know, me myself, you know, I tend to, you know, as far as seek out comfort in temporary situations that really don't benefit me.
Love, you're looking for love.
Basically, in all the wrong places. In all the wrong places. In all the wrong places.
And then it's just like, and then it's just like you know everything. You know everything. You got the tools and everything to work through it. You know, now you just have to face it. You have to face it. And it may be to the point where you share it with yourself before you share it with others.
Yeah. Well, somebody told me to start like a journal. Like I used to write, but somebody told me to start a journal. A journal is real good to put all your thoughts down on paper. And then if you want to transfer them as far as into making it a segment, then you know, you do that. You know, because you know, when I told you I made the video about my past as far as my father and how all of that came to, you know, like I said, that video, it was hard to get through because I was having, okay, now I gotta take step by step, relive this moment and, you know, bring it back around to where, you know, okay, I'm telling you this because of X, Y, and Z. But it also made me realize after reading the comments, like, okay, this actually, you know, is beneficial to someone else. Even though, yeah, you know, it was hurtful, but at least you can see the brighter side, positive side of it.
And another thing that you said, I don't know, you said, and I don't think you realized, you said then I went to my father, and then I tried to, you know, because I just want you, I forgive you for what you did, and I'm just trying to move on because the child, we can have the son-child relationship that we had and and I'm just trying to move on, but I need you to help me and I want you to just come on so we could do this.
Right.
But he's not willing to do that. But you're saying, I don't need this.
Right.
But then you turn around and say, I do need this.
I need
because
it,
you want him to help you.
Help you, right? But I mean, at least in an adult, if we can have, it don't have to be. I understand what has been done, what has time passed is past. But if we can have the adult.
But see, this is the thing. This is the thing that you have to understand when it comes to your father and this situation. You know he's not ready to deal with that.
But I don't think that he ever will. And I think that's
but the thing about it is, you can make that decision for him. And the best thing that you could do is accept where he is with the situation. Because he's not going to change overnight. He's not going to change with one conversation. But the thing about it is, you are healing you. And if you healing you, all you get from him is being in his presence, so he can hear your side of the story. Even if he's not willing to give you the relationship that you want, the adult relationship that you want, even if he's not giving you that, the thing that you want is for him to hear you, not to heal you, but to just hear you. Even if he don't respond to what you're saying, as long as you know he heard me, he knows how I feel. There's no ands, ifs, and buts about it. And I don't want what you do want, but I already know realistically you're not going to give me what I want. But what I am willing to do is accept me what you give. And if all you can give me is silence and listening to me, I'll take that. Because that's a part of your healing too, is to let him know how you feel about the situation.
And I think that's the biggest thing is if we can just sit down and have a conversation, it will make the difference. But that's a hard task for him to follow.
But that's the thing, you know,
it's hard.
and it's just like your conversation is going to be one way.
It's right
because he's not talking.
No.
So don't go to him expecting a conversation.
Just
you go to him wanting a conversation, but you're expecting silence.
Right.
And the only conversation going to be had is him listening to you.
Right.
And that's what you want.
Right.
It's not what you want, but it's what you want.
Yeah.
Because the bigger picture is, my father, who brought this child into the world and showed this child all this stuff and everything, because your father was there just like you was there. He know what he did. So now your situation is going to your father and showing your father, or talking to your father and letting him know that the child that you brought into the world is now an adult, and the adult is here, and the adult has some things to say. And if you care to respond, I would like that, but if you don't, I'm cool with that too. The bottom line is, I'm just wanting to get this off my chest so my dad will know how I feel.
I can see that.
You already know he's not talking.
No.
So don't go there with those expectations.
And if he do, I already know what it's gonna be about. If he do talk about something that he wants to talk about, it's gonna be what happened 20 years ago.
And you should listen to that. If that's what he does, you should listen to that. Because with him saying that, you may hear something that you didn't hear before, or you may hear something which there's no explanation for him putting his hand on your mama and nothing like that. But in him talking about what he want to talk about, you'll get something from that too, although that's not what you want to hear. But if you are willing to listen to what he want to talk about, that probably open up the line of communications even more, because you want him to listen to you and you have to listen to him. So whatever he want to talk about, you listen to that. And then he'll listen to what you want to talk about. And before you know it, y'all be sitting there asking questions about what you said and what he said. You can ask him questions about what he said, what he wanted to talk about.
Right. I agree. I definitely agree with that. I definitely agree with that. And I think, you know, when the time is right, I will revisit the situation again and do just what you see and said and see how, I mean, all I can do is try to see how it goes. And, you know, wherever the cards may fall,
Because that's a part of your story.
it's a huge core part, you
Yeah.
know, a huge catalyst of things that happen and led because of certain things that to do with him, you know, because you know had stuff not happened at home, I would never, you know, went away from the house and I would never got molested and this would not, you know, but I was trying to get away from that environment and I wanted to be in a different environment and then these things happen. So then that though, because those things happen, then it led me down other roads. And I've always shared this. I do feel like that the core part of me has always been a gay man, but I do feel like that certain events in my life definitely, certain events in my life definitely led me to either some things at a very early age that I wasn't particularly ready for to experience. And I do feel like that some of those experiences also kind of alter how I am with just, you know, people in general. When I do try to have certain bonds or, you know, intimate bonds or friendships or romantic situations, you know, or relationships with people, I do feel like that it has affected how I move in that sense because of those things that occurred early on. Because I mean, I've seen what I was like as a younger person versus now, and they're two totally different people. You know? And that's just the way I feel. You know, um, it's just the way I feel.
And see, and then I think one thing that, well, I don't know for sure, but I think what even makes your situation even more um, difficult
Mm-hmm.
for you is because you are a handsome, attractive, tall, nice looking young man. And you well groomed and you always wear a smile. And a lot of people are attracted to you because you look good, you tall, you're handsome, and you smile. And that's what they approach you and that's what they expect from you. But behind the smile, you're not laughing. And they don't see that. And so you will reel them in with your smile and your good looks and your stature. But then when they come in and they realize, oh, there's a lot of darkness here. And they end up leaving. And then you back to where you started. And it don't work because, as they always say, your representative pulled them in. But the real you sent them away.
Right. And I definitely would agree with that only because of the fact that that's why I do spend a lot of time with trying my best to be on the outside all across the board as far as, you know, presentable because on the inside it's a whole different.
You're right, and you're on the right track. But the only thing is, when those people come, you know you.
Right.
So don't give in to the temptation. You're like, baby, you just like, oh, I'm flattered, I'm impressed, I appreciate it, but right now I'm not ready for that.
Right.
You have to let them know because eventually they're gonna be gone anyway. So why not you turn them away?
Right.
As opposed to letting them fall in love with what they see, knowing that what they see is not what it really is.
Right.
So just like, I'm flattered, but not right now.
Because you know deep down what's what you
Yeah, I'm a
don't
work
get.
in progress,
Right.
but you don't see that. You just see this. No, I'm a work in progress, baby. So I'm not feeling fall for you for these couple of days, a couple of weeks, a couple of hours. No, can't do it because it's just damaging me all over again. So I gotta go and start back over from square one. I'm good.
And that's what I had to. That's one thing I had to learn. That's why I had to stop doing what I was doing because what I was doing was exactly that, and it wasn't getting me nowhere. Like it wasn't getting me nowhere at all. And even if I did, let's just say if I did meet, because I have met some solid people who did see me for who I was, but it was hard to accept that from them because I just wasn't used to it. You know, I didn't know.
What you was looking for, and you got it, and then just like, it's real. You questioned whether or not it's real.
I did, and as a result, you know, as a matter of fact, Rashad, you know, we did a live YouTube about maybe 5 months ago, maybe longer than that. I know it was during the pandemic, but me and Rashad, you know, had a little brief moment, and we had a whole episode about me going down the wrong road because I didn't really, you know, accept what he was giving because of, you know, I didn't know how to. And so it was easy to just sabotage and just say, you know what, you know, I'm just not, you know, ready or in a place because what you're giving me is not something I'm accustomed to. So
But it's what I've been yearning for.
it is.
And then it's just like I'm not accustomed to it. And I don't know if it's real, and I think you're just giving it to me because you know this is what I want. So I question whether or not it's genuine.
Yeah.
And all of that. And then you got somebody else on the other side who's like, I'm trying to do. What is going on? So the bottom line is you gotta fix you.
Yeah.
Fix
You
you.
hear that, y'all?
Don't let
Message of the day.
and then it's just like you know you fixing you when somebody come in your life and you know you fixing you. It's like, baby, listen, I'm fixing me. You gotta say I'm fixing me. Just say I'm flattered, but you know I'm not ready for that right now.
Right.
Because you're avoiding yourself from being hurt.
Right.
Because it's just like I'm on this road, I'm on this healing process. I'm almost there, but so I can't have no more distractions.
Right. I think when the time is right, you know, I think my biggest thing is that I just don't want to grow old and realize that I let all this time go by and I didn't let somebody in because of me not addressing what I need to address. So I think that's the biggest thing. You know, and I know that some people probably are just not meant to be with anybody. I do understand that. I have an aunt who has no kids. You know, she dates, but she's never been married. My mom's sister. And, you know, she's content with it. I mean, she still has hope, but at 56 or 50, 53, 56, 55, something like that.
She in her 50s.
Yeah, she in her 50s. She in her 50s. But she ain't never been married, never had kids. And, you know, I'm quite sure that she probably wanted a different life, but for whatever reason, that just wasn't how things worked out. You know, and I think that poses a big question, like to people. Is it okay if you don't fit into the I'm meant to be with somebody? Like, is it a bad thing to say you get to a point in life where you say, okay, if the Lord's will, I'm meant to be by myself, then I'm okay with that. Is that a bad thing?
I don't think no one wants to be by themselves, including me. Although I'm by myself, I'm not in a relationship. I don't think nobody want to be by themselves, but I think you get to a point where it's just like, if it happens, it happens. If it happens, it happens.
Right.
And it's just like, some people have children, some women have children, some women are unable to have children.
Right.
So it's just like the same thing.
Right.
Something like your aunt. You know, it's just like some people fall in love, some people just don't fall in love. Some people get married, some people can't find anybody to marry, some people can't find anybody to just spend time with to get to know somebody, all that. So life is made up of all kind of different dynamics, honey. So it's just you.
Right.
It's you. Each person is an individual thing.
Right.
So it's just like, and then it's just like I'm saying, I don't want to be by myself. I want to be in a relationship, but nobody's coming to the house and knock on the door. Hey, what's going on?
Right.
I don't put myself in situations where I can meet people.
Right.
I'm not at the clubs. I'm not. I go to the grocery store, go to my bookings and all that. Once I finish my bookings, and I'm going back to the house.
Now, are you content with living that you know, not being in that, putting yourself out there like that?
Yes,
Are you
because
content with that?
because my thing is, I've I've always been the person. I grew up. My growing up, I was a child.
Mm-hmm.
Not just me, but my cousins, my sisters. We were children. Growing up, we were allowed to be children.
Right.
So I wasn't trying to be out in the world and act like I was an adult. I was While I was growing up, I was in my parents' house. I'm going to school like a child. I'm doing stuff that children do.
Right.
Go to the park with kids, go to the movie every now and then, go to the skating ring, all that. But when I became a teenager and I went to college, it's just like, I started living a little, but I never have been a drinker, never have been a smoker, doing all these drugs and all that, never that.
Right.
So it's just like, I've always been able to go to the movies by myself. I've always been able to go, shopping by myself, go to a restaurant by myself. Some people can't do that.
Mm-hmm.
And because I grew up doing that, I've always been the life of the party.
Right.
At the club, in college, what have you. Even in the gay community, life of the party. So I've always been a part of the it crowd. But I didn't need the it crowd to enjoy me.
Right.
So me being by myself, is it what I want? No. But am I okay with it? Yes.
Right.
A lot of people, including some people that I know, some friends of mine, can't go to the restaurant by themselves. Can't go to a movie by themselves. Can't do that. So I be like, well, if you can't do that by yourself, what makes you think somebody else? You can't spend time with yourself. What makes you think somebody else want to spend time
because
with
when
you?
I do go out like to the club and stuff, people be like, who you came with? I'm like, who was I
Nobody.
supposed to come with? Why can't I just come by myself? And they were just like, that's unheard of. People normally go out and have people
with them.
And I'm just
Same
like,
thing with this retreat we're doing. Like the retreat we're doing, Fall Tackle.
Mm-hmm.
People talking about, you come to Fall Tackle? No, I ain't got nobody to come with. Come. A lot of people come by themselves.
Right.
Because, we end up, bonding and becoming a family and blah, blah, blah. Same thing with the SGL cruise.
Right.
Y'all going to the cruise? I ain't got nobody to come with. We're going to be there.
Yeah.
You're not going to be by yourself.
Yeah.
So people come, and then it's just like, all events that I host and stuff, it's just like people say they don't have nobody to come with and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then I say, come. And I say, I'm not just telling you this just to get you to come with us. I'm telling you what happened.
What happened, right?
You're not going to be there by yourself. We're going to treat you like you're our brother and our sister.
Mm-hmm.
So come to the event, then people come, and then they're like, oh my God, I had the best time. And what they end up doing is they invite other people.
And then
The next year, and the people start coming, like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people feel like you have to, I don't have nobody, I can't do. It's like, no, you have to enjoy yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's really what other people want from you. When people are attracted to you, they are attracted to what they see. Somebody see you enjoying yourself, like I was telling you. Somebody see you all the time, you handsome, you well groomed, you always put together, you smiling and all of that. They like that.
Yeah.
That's what they want. But the part they don't want is the reality of, I got some stuff that I'm dealing with.
Right.
And if you can help me work through this, it's like, oh child, this child.
Yeah. Loose cannon, crazy.
And it's the same thing with people, honey. It's just like,
Did you have them list of birthdays you wanted me to do?
the birthdays, yeah, I have. You remember the
I
birthday?
see it's the 5 o'clock hour.
It's happy hour.
Happy hour.
Where's this break, honey? Because I just let us go. Let us play some music.
George, be sorry.
Let him play music.
George,
And he should be all right.
Let's see what y'all saying on here.
Baby, they in this chat, what y'all talking about? Let me see over here. Who that? Dr. Michelle Holly should have sent me some coins. Oh. Legally live. My mama's been my counselor since she got me through.
Hey.
She has got me through. Michelle Howard, Legally Live. Mother got me through a pandemic when she was sang the mailbox song. Okay.
Hey,
Standing by the
Janice.
mailbox, waiting for that old mailman.
Hey, Timmy two
I just
times.
want Timmy two times. Hey, Queens.
Hey, Legally Leah, Janice, Michelle, all y'all on here. Okay, y'all better be on here deep in this thing. Yes, child therapy. Okay, Sophia over here taking our younger paint, our younger and retired, and Sophia done took over.
Lady Red Sophia teaching on today. The day. Mama, you're such a blessing to us.
Hey,
and so many
Denzel.
more. I thank God. Yeah, this y'all last weekend. I'm deleting this tomorrow. YouTube.
No. You are not deleting that. I'm buying it up. We are not deleting no YouTube. You got, let me see. You got 8,000, you got almost 10,000 people. Why would you want to delete that? No.
To go to TikTok.
You can still, I still have TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram.
They just follow me to TikTok.
I show what I do on TikTok over to Instagram, and vice versa.
Oh, I already went and got my cake and everything for tomorrow. I'm sitting at the table with the computer. Got my cake. This is what they call it.
No farewell.
It's
This ain't no
retirement.
this
I'm
ain't no
retiring my
retirement.
YouTube.
No, this ain't no finale. No.
I'm
No.
retiring it, baby.
No, you gotta keep going. You got to keep going in this thing.
Baby, I'm finna retire this. I'm gonna get on TikTok and then I'm gonna go look out, seek some doctors and
The
stuff.
people need you.
I'm gonna seek some doctor. Go find me a doctor because I'm getting ready to have my sex change.
Oh my.
Oh.
I'm not fooling with you today.
Gonna have my sex change. Gotta go to my counseling and stuff because I can't get it done till I have my counseling,
Listen.
my therapy and stuff.
Listen.
Listen,
Listen, Linda. Listen, Linda.
But when y'all see me again, honey, y'all won't even know me. They say, who is that? That's a girl. That's Miss Sophia. I'm gonna change my name.
She done turned over a new leaf. She done reinvented herself. Okay, she done did all of that.
No, they're not gonna think she turned over a new leaf. Okay. She done turned over a new lip.
Listen. Listen.
Baby.
I was well, you don't know who Diana Williams is, do you?
Diana Williams.
Yeah, from Dancing Doll DD4L. You probably watch Lifetime. She's I call her like the black version of the Dance Moms, but probably a little bit more better though.
Is she the owner?
Yeah.
I think
She
she
had
came
like
to the show to the brunch.
yeah, she has a dollhouse in Atlanta, Birmingham, and she used to have one in Jackson, but she shut down the one in Jackson. But I watch her lives all the time. But I began so irritated, and one day she had got me together because I had made a comment on her lives, but I began so irritated because I be like, now you know these people gonna be coming for you, and you always entertain these people in these comments that be negative and saying all kind of stuff about you. But then you say, well, I ain't about no mess and drama, but then you always addressing these people that don't even really matter. They just trying to, they want you to sit here and point them out so they can get some attention. So now you done took the time, instead of you sitting here giving the message, you done sit here and got distracted, picked up your other phone trying to go and find their Facebook to block them. For what? They gonna only create another one and get on there and chat. No. And that's something I said, you know what? I said, if I ever get to that kind of status, I said I would not be that person. I'm not going back and forth with you in no comment over them.
If you do it now, you'll do it then. So if you don't want to do it then, you gotta stop doing it now.
Well, you know, the only way that I would do something now is that it's gotta be mighty bad. But I don't really have that going on in my lives though. Not like I used to when I was with Jasmine and Table.
You know what I did? When Because I didn't know who she was when she came to the show.
Mhm.
So somebody else, they was like, that's sister.
Mhm.
So I wasn't giving her all that energy that she wanted. It's just like, baby, you, everybody in here is a celebrity.
Right.
So it's just like, she wanted some extra attention. I'm like, I had said something to her. She was like, I said, baby, it's not that serious. Calm down. These just jokes.
It's
I
not
said, but
at
if
all.
these jokes are hurt your feelings, honey, then I'm sorry. That's not my.
Well, her and T.S. Madison are friends, and so.
I'm like, come on, girl, let's take a picture. But yeah.
But I see that a lot though with people. You can tell that they are bothered by a lot of stuff. They act like they not fazed by it, but it's some underlying deep stuff that be going on because they'll come on there and have to validate X, Y, and Z, and I'm like, you ain't got to do that.
Again, on top of that, it's just like, you close your studio down and you close one of them down, something going on, something not right. So they're just like, but she wants us to think that everything is all right, she's perfect, and she knows what she's doing about it. So girl, they closed down one of your studios.
Well, she claimed that it wasn't making no money. So if it ain't making her account, told her you spending too much money out and you bring it in.
Why are you branching out of all these different areas anyway? That's just like with, who is that I say, This Is It, Soul Food here.
Oh yeah, opening up like multiple locations and stuff.
Big Dad, is it This Is It? Yeah, This Is It. Yeah, This Is It. Soul Food here. It's just like when they were at that one location, baby. Now they all we getting that come out. Now they everywhere.
Well, you heard about blaming on Quay. You know him from social media. You know he associated himself with Crab Queen. He wrote a whole letter.
We'll talk about that now. Welcome back to Club Chit Chat with your DJ Miss Sophia right here. We are your radio. We're your radio. We are the home of the urban sound of pride, baby. Yes, we are.
Child.
Welcome to Club Chit Chat's happy hour, baby.
Woo, child, we done took this whole show a whole different route, child, today.
No, you. Yeah, welcome to Club Chit Chat's happy hour. Get your drink on, get your smoke on, get your pills on, get your freak on, get your edibles on, get your infused Rice Krispies on, because everything is legal right here at Club Chit Chat during our happy hour. Yes, my ear is here with my very special guest, the one and only Mister6ft8. What's going on?
Mister6ft8, okay. I here changing lives and everything.
You changing lives.
Trying to.
Oh, hallelujah. Hallelujah, Pastor.
When I tell you though, this was so needed today. God be knowing right on time. I'm telling you, he has a plan for everything. This was so needed today, and I definitely enjoyed the talk because I think that the conversations that we had are something that people don't talk about enough. We talk about everything else, but we don't talk about a lot of the other underlying stuff that people be dealing with.
Right.
So if you out there hearing this, watching this, I hope that you was blessed in some kind of way.
Hallelujah.
Okay. Give a blessing to be a blessing. Okay. I hope you was blessed in some kind of way. And keep on keeping on.
Baby, I'm laughing at these comments in the comment section. Because I was telling you a time, I'm getting ready to go get my sex change, honey. Somebody in the comment section talking about that. But yeah, but life. That's all it is. It's just life. It's just life, honey. And then it's just like our purpose. A lot of people be looking for their purpose, honey. Your purpose. They be saying, your purpose right there, honey. Your purpose is right there. But a lot of y'all be trying to live somebody else's purpose, honey. No, live your purpose. Your purpose is your life.
Be your own. I always say, be your own blueprint. Set your own blueprint. Can't nobody take it away from you.
You're good, cause it's just like, oh my God, I can just see.
And then not only that, but it's so many people leaving here from this earth. Just the amount of people that has left in the last month or two is overwhelming. And
I say it all the time now. Facebook used to be a place where we could go and we could connect with friends from high school, our childhood, and old work, places and all that. Now Facebook look like the place we can go to see who's celebrating their birthday and who has passed. Because it's just like, it's a young lady that was just at Miss Continental.
Just at Continental.
Continental Plus. This past Labor Day, she was there.
Yeah.
Then last night, everybody started flooding the timeline with rest in peace to her. Then the owner of Miss Gay US of A, the owner of Miss Gay Texas, Mr. Gay Texas, then the owner sister of Mister6ft8 US of A, and none of that. So it's just like people just leaving here. And then on top of that, we just came through this pandemic over a year and a half, almost 2 years now, because it's still around here.
Right.
And some people are still out here acting a fool about nothing.
Nothing at
What did
all.
y'all learn from the pandemic, honey?
Nothing. Okay.
People are leaving here left and right, honey. Y'all still around here acting a fool. People still shooting at school. People still cutting up at the mall. People still videotaping people having fights in neighborhoods. It's just like, girl, are y'all serious?
Well, I think this thing got worse, and I think a lot of it has to do with because of the fact that people, during the pandemic, you was forced to have to quarantine and deal with being in isolation, and a lot of people probably don't know what that feels like for that length of time. So now you got people that's had to probably deal with all kind of deep-rooted stuff, and now that stuff is starting opening back up, they don't know what to do. They done lost their mind, because it's like now you come to realize, like, okay, everything you thought was together ain't together.
And then it goes back to the conversation that we were having off the air earlier, when we were talking about spending time with yourself. I enjoy going to the movies by myself. I can go to the restaurant by myself. I can go places by myself.
Yeah.
A lot of people can't do that.
At
But
all.
then the people that can't do that, they were forced to do it during the pandemic. So those people are very frustrated because you were forced to do something that you were not willing to do on your own before the pandemic. So just imagine if you have somebody that didn't like going to the restaurant by themselves, didn't like going to the movie by themselves, didn't like going to the grocery store by themselves, and you took those people and you forced them to be by themselves for a year and a half, and then you released them. They're just like the people you released from prison.
Right.
They don't know how to act. They've been locked up and treated like animals all their life. Well,
let me tell you, the Sunday before last, I made an effort to go downtown, and I had a walk in the park, and I actually had a nice sit-down lunch/dinner at Henry's Midtown, and it was the best thing ever just to have that one-on-one time. I was so invested into trying to spend time and invest time in. Be in love with yourself and find what makes you happy and not worrying about the outside.
Yeah, and the bottom line is you don't like spending time with you. What makes you think somebody else wants to spend time with you?
Yeah, because we don't know what tomorrow. Like, I think it's evident now more than ever. We don't know what tomorrow brings. Today, we don't know what today brings. You can walk out now. So with that being said, it's just like you have to really now more than ever embrace life as it comes.
Mm-hmm.
Embrace it as it comes. Do you have any birthdays though? Speaking of life,
it's birthday time.
Come on,
you know the
for
show,
birthday.
honey.
I
You
know
got
you
birthday.
All right, let me see. Can I sit here and do this without messing up? Okay, come on through. Jordan Woods turns 24 today. All of you today? Today birthdays?
Huh?
Like this today? All of you today?
Yeah, you thought I'll put some birthdays on there from some other day? No, that's today. You say we're doing the birthdays today.
It's a lot of them. Okay, Jordan Woods, 24. Anthony Mackie, 43. Jermaine Dupre. Hey, Jermaine. Hey, Big Daddy.
Welcome to the Atlanta Waterhouse Play.
Jermaine Dupree, 49. Bruce Springsteen, 72. Ray
Born
Charles.
in the USA.
Come on, Ray Charles. What you got? What's BOTD stand for?
Born on this day. Because he definitely gone.
Oh my God. You know what? See, I'm not.
He was born on this day, honey. If you see Ray Charles, baby, tell my grandmother and my grandfather.
I'm not with you. Courtney singer Willie Jones. That's the whole name. Courtney singer. Oh, Courtney country singer.
Country singer, honey.
I've been drinking.
Yeah,
okay,
put your glasses on.
Country singer Willie Jones, 27.
He's a black guy.
Lisa Ray, the Brat sister. Lisa Ray McCoy, 54 years old. Come on, Diamond.
She's somewhere in white. All white.
You know what? But that is true though. That is very much true. As funny as it sounds, it's very true. Jason Alexander, an actor, 62. Julio Iglesias. Julio Iglesias.
Yeah, let me see that child. If I can pronounce it. The singer, honey.
Yeah, I know. I've heard of the Iglesias.
honey?
Who is in the middle, right under Lisa Ray.
Lisa Ray. Oh.
Julio Iglesias. E-I-E-I-O. E-I-E-I-O. That's what it's saying.
But look, this is the part about it. This is the sad part about it. If you can't pronounce them names, why you put them on here? You don't have to put them names on there you can't pronounce.
Oh my God. Okay. Actor Chi McBride, 60 years old. Roxy Andrews. Hey, Rox. 40 years old, from RuPaul's Drag Race. NFL Chris Johnson. Hey, Chris. 36. Okay. 36. Today was a good day. 36 years old. Rashad Green, 29. AJ Terrell, 23. Duke Johnson, 28. Bryant McKinney, 42 years old. Kimberly Woodruff, 51 years old. Ice Cube's wife, Kimberly Woodruff. Come on, for the 50s. Okay, NBA John Collins, 24. Jamal Harris, 22. Baseball player Matt Kemp, 37. Coach Mavin Lewis, 63.
Who?
Mavin Lewis. Maven. Child, we just gonna call him Pave, like the road.
Spell his name.
M-A-V-I-N. Mavin. Child, who named you? Who named you? You must just have said, call me Melvin. Okay? You don't know no Melvin.
It probably was Mavin. It probably was Melvin. They put it wrong on his birth certificate, so he had to just go with that.
Mavin.
You know they did that back in the day.
Really?
Yeah, my uncle named Miss Randolph. On his birth certificate they had Rudolph.
Now you know what?
And
Somebody
then my
behind
my cousin's name was Vanessa. On her birth certificate they had Vanilla.
I'm done. I'm done. Signing off. Brand Jennings, 32, and Kunzo Martin, 50.
Who?
Kunzo. That's what it say. His name is Cujo. We just gonna call him Cujo. I'm convinced that's Cujo at the end, very end. Cujo.
What's his name?
Calzone Martin. We gonna call him Calzone. Kunizo. That's like some kind of antifreeze.
You're not doing the birthdays no more. You're not doing birthdays. Kuzo Mar. That's Kuzo Mar.
I don't know who that man is.
He's an NBA basketball player.
Do we look like I watch sports?
Yes, you look like a ball player yourself. You look like you play basketball. You don't play sports?
No.
You don't play basketball?
I was playing the tambourine.
You don't play football?
I was playing the tambourine when I...
Baby. You play with balls, but that's ball.
Okay, impotent balls at that in the words of Nicki Minaj. Swollen, impotent.
Oh, she's
balls.
up there with a child molested child. She is bad.
Listen.
Child, I don't know what she talking about.
And they still, and the barbs are still up there seeing her laying in the folks defending her. Okay, go ahead. You're gonna be right up there in the county jail with them too. All of y'all sitting up there looking like fools. Okay? Go right on ahead. I don't understand that. Don't even get me started. I don't even understand it.
Happy birthday to everybody that's celebrating their
That's
birthday
a lot of
today.
birthdays. Everybody had a birthday today.
I didn't even put my Facebook friends on there that's having birthdays today. But if you're celebrating your birthday today on behalf of me and my We Are Your Radio family, my Macintosh kids, my Laughing Hyenas, my Maniball, my Beehive, my Bars, my Diva, my Okurus, my Tinas, my beautiful people, my Flamettes, and my Navy, we want to wish you a happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
And if Whitney was alive, she would say, how old are you now? How old? My Lord. My Lord. And she would say, my Lord. Take us to church. Take us to church.
Oh, this is Victoria, my name with Coasting, honey.
Yes.
Come on, Whitney. What you say, Whitney?
How old are you now? How old? How old? How old are you now? How old are you now? And she said, how old? I know how old you are. Yes. And then she would say, my Lord. You know, she loves saying, my Lord. There's going to be some Lord in there somewhere.
Oh.
My Lord.
Hi, Felicia. Hi, Denzel.
I ain't never even been to Bones in my life.
We get rest, but did they ever bury James Brown?
Child,
Asking for the corner, honey.
I think he's somewhere still in the icebox.
No, James Brown is at the
Was that him?
Piggly Wiggly
Wait a
in the
minute, or was
freezer.
that George? What was the name of the guy that played on oh God, what's the old show? George
the Jefferson.
the Jeffersons. That man, light skinned man.
Sherman Hills.
Or was it
Light-skinned.
James Brown? Who was that? They took forever to bury him.
James Brown.
Oh, okay.
They had him out down there. He was down there sitting on ice in Augusta.
Listen.
Oh.
There is no way in the world that y'all can't tell me that y'all couldn't find $5 somewhere to go ahead and get that man in the ground.
It wasn't about that.
Or it was a dispute. Was it a dispute over something else with his estate?
Uh-huh. And
But
the
what
kids
they got to do with
and that money,
putting him
they
in the
trying
ground
to
though?
his wife, I think it was his wife and them kids.
And y'all
that
let that
money.
man stay out. That man was somewhat stiff as a cardboard. Okay? Rigor mortis had done set in long ago.
That was somebody else said on here. This part not straight.
That's a shame. Too busy fussing about the estate and the man still ain't even saying in dirt. I don't understand it. Priorities mixed up.
Thank you all for the variety, or for the variety. Yes, child.
Somebody said he might as well be in public.
He had the Piggly Wiggly on ice, child.
Rigor mortis, stiff parts not. Somebody said his stiff parts not straightened.
Okay.
Yes, y'all. Since I'm dressed up, I might sit here and come on my show tonight, child. I don't put all this effort. Okay. Oh, tomorrow I'm cooking. Tomorrow night, child.
Oh, you have a cooking show?
Oh, we gonna see how that's gonna go. Kick back, Mister6ft8 tomorrow. We'll be cooking spaghetti.
Oh wow, you cooking? You have a cooking
Child,
show?
and y'all just pray for me and pray I don't burn down no kitchen. Cause if I burn down Maryland kitchen, it's gonna be a wrap. Y'all pray for me. Tomorrow, 8 p.m. I'm having Kickback Fridays with Mister6ft8 cooking edition. It's gonna be a cooking. Cause I've been trying to learn how to cook for the longest.
Oh really? You don't know how to cook?
Listen. I don't even know how to boil water.
Oh my God! You don't know how to cook?
Oh yes I do. Go ahead. I'll cook you a meal. Come on, what you want? Come on, what you want? What you want?
You put boil water.
No, I cook. Come on, what you want? I cook you a whole meal. You better sit there and eat every single bit of it.
Where's Jalen?
I don't know where Jalen at.
Where's Pie?
Oh, somebody said it feels like forever since you lit yourself on fire. See what you not gonna do, Denzel. That's what's wrong with you. You're in the past, talking about my past and my old shows. Ain't no more Luna 4 and Robotesting circulating in my house. Okay? Ain't no more aluminum foil and Robotesting circulating. Even though Robotesting does cure everything, and I'm still stick by that. I'm gonna stick beside it. Okay? Get you some Robotesting. Don't think I ain't forgot.
Say Jalen with the mouse.
Not
With the mouse material. You got that Disney?
Not with the mouse. Yes, Michelle. So, I actually know how to cook spaghetti from start to finish, so that's why I decided to start with it. I'm still scared of raw chicken. because I'm scared that it's just gonna jump off the plate and I'm gonna think it's ready and it's not, and I'm gonna cut into it and everybody gonna run from the dinner table. Everybody gonna haul in. That happened though. I tried to do it one Easter Sunday. I tried to cook the chicken and it looked cooked on the outside, but baby, when I cut that knife in there, it was over for Easter Sunday.
You tried to cook some chicken?
Yes, the chicken was still raw inside. I mean, it was raw. It wasn't even cooked.
You was frying it?
No, I was what you call like if you put it in the oven?
Bacon?
Yeah. You want to cook all the way through though.
Well, how did you even cook it all the way through it? Turn brown.
It was brown. It was like it was done on the outside, but something with the inside was going on.
You gotta time it. How long did you have it in the oven?
I don't even know.
That's the problem.
But I think I put the heat too high too.
If you cook the heat too high, then it ain't cooked. You couldn't have had the heat too high if it wasn't cooked all the way through.
But it looked presentable on the outside. I promise you, it wasn't until you cut it.
That's why you can't cook, because you got it's a time. You time it, and then with chicken, you get a knife. When you baking it, you get a knife and a fork, and you take it out the oven and you cut it to make sure it's cooked all the way through.
All
Then
the
if
way
it's
through.
still red, you put it back in the oven.
But
let it
don't
cook.
some meat still be red anyways?
But people order like that. Steaks, medium well, rare.
I've seen where some chickens be still when you cut it down to a certain part of
Poultry
the
and
bone.
pork, you're not supposed to eat it raw, because you can get sick. You get salmonella and all that with pork and
Oh,
poultry.
shit.
You're supposed to eat no raw chicken
I might need
and no raw pork. You can eat beef raw. Well, not raw. It's not raw. It's just really medium well and rare and all that.
Oh, you can eat it raw.
Oh, yeah. No, it ain't raw. When y'all eat it, that still be well done.
You can eat it raw. Oh, you can eat it raw. Okay? I don't know if it's good for you or not to do it that way, but you can.
That damn near raw, they be having it rare. I want a medium rare. I want it rare.
Listen, you got all kinds out there. Pink, dark meat.
It took me forever before I could eat just steak that wasn't well done.
I don't see how people do that. I
It's
want
just like you have.
Lee Daniels posted a video. I don't know when it was from, but he posted a video. I don't even know how I even saw it, but he had a they call it tomahawk steak or something. It's called a hawk, and he bit into it. The boy that was with him, his son, he bit into it, and as he bit into it, it was so
Red.
not just red but blood. And I'm just like, how are y'all eating?
And he
this?
ate it like that?
Yes. And I'm
Because, and then it's just like, I always think about it, because
I'm like, how are you doing that? That's
And
unheard
it was
of.
that- if you watch Mommy Dearest, the movie, she said, with Christina be saying, I don't know if that is like raw, it's just not
Yeah.
raw.
Look,
When you overcook meat, it loses its vitamins.
I said, ain't no way in the world.
And well, that's that steak I've been trying to find.
They call it a tomahawk or something.
Right, that's like $100-some for that.
I don't see how they eating that. How are you eating that? It look like it came right off the thing in the bag.
Cow.
Yeah.
But yeah, it took me a while before, and I don't eat it that raw. It's got to be medium where I don't cook it all the way, because I used to cook
Well, I don't want to see no blood. That's my biggest thing. If it start bleeding.
red. It'd be medium rare, medium well.
So medium well is just like pink, but
Mm.
it's not bleeding. See, I don't be one. That's not gonna stay.
Some people, all they want you to do is turn it over and put it on the grill and get one side dog, then turn it over, get the other side dog, and bring it here like they doing. But that's not even.
That just seems
Rare.
That just seems unhealthy.
But y'all eat raw, y'all eat sushi and all that. There's a lot
Oh
of
no,
stuff
see
to eat raw.
sushi. I've tried it, but it's an acquired taste. You gotta have an acquired taste for sushi.
Well, I'm
It's not
allergic to
something you can
shellfish because I don't even try all that sushi and.
Now I love shrimp. I would eat shrimp. Oh my god, I used to hate
I have my
seafood,
throat,
but
my mouth itching.
really, I'm glad you told me.
But the
China.
crab, lobster,
Ain't that's what they serve at Bones?
all
though?
that other stuff.
Or it's just
Bones
steak?
is a steakhouse.
Oh,
But they have, I'm sure they have stuff like that. They have seafood.
so Papa knows you don't like.
I go to Papa Do's. I get the grilled chicken and the mashed potatoes and the broccoli.
I thought they only sold seafood.
They got boudin. I get the boudin on bed of dirty rice.
I did not know that. Yeah, I am thinking on because I don't really care for
French
seafood.
fries.
I don't like lobster.
It look
You do
good. I
lobster.
love to see it. It look good when people be eating it. I'm sure I
Like
wish
it's
I
gonna
could eat
jump
it.
off,
That's why
like
just
it's
get you an EpiPen. I'm not getting nothing.
Like it's gonna jump off the plate.
Last time I had some stuff crammed, baby, I thought I was on my way to heaven. Said, no, Lord, get me through this.
Not on the way to heaven.
Yes, honey, baby, I was throwing up and about to
You thought you
feel
had,
like my whole air path was just closing up. It
you
just
thought you had a death wish. That's what you
Man,
thought. You thought you
get
had
that out of here, honey.
You thought you had a death wish. You thought you was okay. Nike done partnered with Megan Thee Stallion.
Welcome to Club Chit Chat with your DJ Miss Sophia right here. We are your radio. We're your radio. We are the home of the urban sound of pride. I'm sitting here with my good friend, the one and only Mister6ft8.
Hey
Hey,
there, Mr. Sexy Man. What
Baby.
your name is?
child, my name is Rita.
Rita. Not Rita.
Yeah, I'm Rita.
Okay, for the Rita.
Okay, you know what? You making history today.
Why you say that?
You are going to be the last guest that we have at We Are You Radio in this building.
And you know what? That's crazy because I guess who was the first guest?
I never thought about that. You were the first
I was
guest.
the first guest here in this
You were
building.
the first guest, and now you're going to be the last guest because I was trying to get Maddie up here first.
Yep.
I wanted T.S. Madison to be the first guest
I
here,
remember
but
that.
then things didn't work out. It's hard to schedule her, honey, and you were the first
I was the
guest,
first one, yeah.
and you are going to be the last guest
Well, look at
in this building on We Are You
now, that was
Radio
that was
at Club
unplanned,
Chit
y'all.
Chat.
I did not realize that.
Yeah, we're moving to a new location.
But they say the first should be the last, and the
Hall-
last should be the first.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Are you excited for the new location?
Yes, I am.
Come on through. Speaking of excitement, if I can, real quick.
No. Just keep. Go ahead.
Y'all catch me Friday nights, 8 p.m. Mr. Kickback with Mister6ft8. I will be having a cooking edition, okay? Don't y'all be judging my cooking, but just come on over to YouTube at Mister6ft8 and join me on Friday nights. Cooking edition, I may come on tonight, it just depends. Or I may post a video or something, but tomorrow night, definitely I'm having a cooking edition with Mister6ft8 Kickback Fridays, 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern. Don't meet me there, beat me there.
Baby, you could not cook.
Listen.
You done already
All
told me
you
you can't
need,
cook.
all you need is some instructions.
Baby, you don't follow them well. Because you told me off the air, and let me go throw his business out there, because I'm already on YouTube. I'm live on YouTube.
Why
so
you
already
telling my
know.
business for?
You done baked some chicken, and then you got the chicken out the oven, and it's still raw.
I don't know that. What you speak of?
And then I said, well, how long was the chicken in the oven? He's like, I don't know. But that's the purpose. That's how you cook, baby. You got to time it. Put it in there. No, I put that in there at 7:30, so I'm going to go check on that chicken
Oh,
about
my
7:45. And then you get the chicken when you bake it, and you cut it. Them big old breasts, honey. You cut them breasts, to see if it's cooked all the way through. But once you start cooking, you got to time the food. You could time it like when it's done. Like the other day, I cooked some roast.
Mm-hmm.
I already knew that's gonna be about 4.5 hours. 4.5 hours, honey. So, but 3 hours, I went out there and turned it over and stuff. So it's just like cooking is all about time.
Well, you know what? Guess what? Because I have a loyal YouTube following, they gonna help me figure this thing out. And I promise you, by December, I'm gonna be a triple threat. Y'all just watch.
What's gonna be a cook? Or what else?
Then look, a cook. I'm gonna be
You're a triple threat. A cook, a parking lot attendant, and Del Taco, and what else?
and a waiter. A waiter, a 2-for-1 special at the Mexican restaurant.
Wait, I say on the Lord.
But listen, I'm telling you, I'm gonna learn how to cook on YouTube. It's gonna be, I am. Watch, y'all just gonna watch. We gonna break bread together, and we gonna have a good time. And I'm gonna cook. I'm gonna learn how to cook. And y'all gonna watch me mess up and stuff, burn stuff down. I might set the kitchen on fire. Madeline might sit here and whoop me, but that's okay though. It's okay.
Fried chicken. If you fry chicken,
Oh,
you scared
God.
of chicken.
Oh God! Wait a minute. So hold on. You put the grease in the pan first.
Mm-hmm.
And then you wait for the grease to start popping, right?
How it gonna pop? Ain't nothing in it.
You turn the stove on high, and you
No.
pour grease in the pan, and you wait for it to
If
pop.
you're a professional, if you know how to cook, you can turn it on high, but turn it on medium.
Okay, so
Don't have
turn it on. So turn it on medium.
Because they always talk about me because I cook everything on high.
Hold on, wait a minute. They said what's the temp that all the black folks cook on? 375.
350.
350, 375. You cannot go wrong. I know
put
that much.
Oh no, I put that on 450,
Oh, my.
475,
See, you
450.
finna cook stuff too fast. You finna be like me with that chicken.
Because it's thick. I cook roast. It's thick.
Oh, so you gotta.
You go down there, you check it, you turn it over, and all that stuff. Yeah.
But you stick a thermometer in it. I saw somebody stick a thermometer in it.
You check the temperature and all that stuff. But
So
what you do if you fry chicken? Now, if you fry chicken,
Okay.
everybody be like, well, I don't know how long to cook this chicken. This may sound like it's a joke, but it's not. Once you fry the chicken, you fry it on one side, then you turn it on the other side, then you go back and you turn it over a couple of times.
Mm-hmm.
When the chicken starts floating in the grease, it's ready. It's cooked all the way through.
Oh, because it's like it gets lighter.
I don't know.
You know what?
It get cooked. It get cooked.
Shout out to Janice.
Janice who?
Janice on yes.
Oh, okay.
Shout out to Janice because we was talking about an air fryer and somebody was telling me that an air fryer is easy to cook in.
I don't like that shit.
You don't like it?
I don't like
it. It's not the same.
Mm-mm.
I still want to try it. I'm gonna try
You
it.
can try it. It's all right. It's all right, but it's not gonna replace no fried chicken in the
What's
skillet.
the other thing that you can cook like this? You can cook everything in.
You
Like
cook
wanna
anything in the
pot
air
roast.
in the air fryer.
What's the other little pot thing you put? Like if you
A
want to
pressure cooker.
you sit it on the countertop. You can go to church and come back.
Oh, the crock pot.
That's it.
No, you can put that. You can put that on before you go to bed.
And just slow.
Oh,
Put it on a slow simmer.
baby. And when you get that, baby, you get back there, it be falling off the bone.
So you use that for like neck bones.
I don't use it at all. I boil on the stove and bake in the oven. All them
Okay.
crock pot and pressure cookers,
So you
grills and barbecue pit. Mm-mm.
so really you can cook stuff any way you like.
If
as
I
long
want
as
some
it gets cooked.
barbecue, I'm gonna go to the barbecue place. I'm not gonna go out there with no. Now, if I go out there and try to barbecue, I'm gonna be like you in the kitchen.
But you know what
I
gets
put
me?
that lighter fluid, that coal in there, baby, and then I put that match on, baby. It's gonna set something on
Listen,
fire.
I'm afraid to have a gas stove. When I buy my house, I do not want any gas stoves because I will be the person to set myself on fire and blow the whole house
But-
up not knowing.
I just burned up some sausage the other day.
Listen, gas stoves are nothing to be played with, y'all. Nothing to be
Oh.
played with at all.
Oh, Diva Michelle McIntyre say fish is good in an air fryer. I'll take your word for
I've
it.
heard of fish, but I
You
want
heard
to
of
practice.
You want to come?
But maybe I can do.
That
But
steak.
maybe I can do the chicken though. I can do the fried chicken because that sounds like it's easy.
George scared of grease. ICO scared of grease.
Not grease. What?
Yes.
George, you're
Now,
not
look,
too scared of
but
grease.
But wait, how you gonna try to fry something and then when it start frying, you run it?
Listen, quiet as it's kept. That's what I'm gonna be doing. When y'all see throw that chicken in there, I'm just gonna be taking off, have a shield. Y'all ain't gonna catch me slipping. I ain't gonna get no 3rd-degree burns, fooling around with y'all.
Listen. Oh, baby, you can't cook it on hot. But my sister, I'll tell you, my sister cooks the best fried chicken wings in the world. Every time I go home,
What temp though?
she have it on. She don't have it on high. She have it between low and medium.
Okay.
Because that's what she be telling me too. She said, "Oh, you cooking too fast." But it's like, girl, these wings are taking like 30 minutes to fry. And then when I be cooking it on high, they be talking about, girl, that is too high. I said, girl, they say you gonna get sick eating that food, cooking that food that fast. I said, listen, when you go to churches and Popeyes, they be cooking that chicken just like this.
Y'all look, y'all be hungry. That's what that be.
No, honey.
Y'all be completely hungry.
We don't be hungry. I don't never get hungry.
Just
I don't get hungry now. Now I get hungry, but I don't get hungry.
Just stay tuned. Y'all gonna watch. My cooking gonna improve
Baby,
within the next 6 months.
You can't boil water. You cannot boil
It's
water.
gonna improve. It's gonna improve. It can't be that hard to learn how to cook.
Let me tell you something.
Oh my God.
I don't think you realize cooking involves seasoning the food. So you look like you just gonna go to Kroger.
Oh my God.
Get some chicken already cut up, put the grease on, and put the chicken in the grease. You gonna wash it and put the
Get you some Mister6ft8.
You gotta see that. Now you cooking for the church.
Get you some Mister6ft8.
You cooking for the church because them seeds can't have all that salt because they pressure.
Get you some Mister6ft8. And soul food seasoning, all-purpose seasoning work for everything.
Oh, they got this new seasoning called Slap Your Mama, honey. Everybody be living by that. I said, girl, listen, y'all can have that. I don't want no Slap Your Mama. I don't know what. I just want some
Salt and pepper.
McCormick seasoning all, and then I guess some. What's the other one? The other one with the.
Shout out to Tabitha Brown. You know she got a partnership with McCormick. She got her own season.
But the other season I use the Cajun seasoning, honey.
Okay.
Oh, baby, that's all you need.
That's all you need.
A little pepper, a little garlic powder,
a little salt,
onion powder. No salt. The seasoning all. Seasoning all is all that.
Put you some chicken in a plastic bag and shake it.
Oh yeah, you got to put it in there with the flour and
They said
stuff.
that's-
Once you season it, you put it in the
That
bag
don't
and
sound
shake it.
sanitary.
But the chicken in this plastic
I saw
bag.
Funky that need would put some chicken in the actual plastic bag.
Oh,
Like a plastic
yeah,
grocery
you
bag.
can do that. You can do that. That's ghetto, but you can do that. But you put them in the Ziploc bags.
Child, he said if you ain't putting it in the plastic bag, you ain't cooking it right.
She.
And on that note,
Well, the one way she can tell when the chicken is done is she compare it to her skin color.
she said it. I didn't, Miss Ross. I didn't. She said it. She said it.
Oh my God, you a mess, honey. Tell people how they can get in contact with you, child.
Yes, you can find
That's all the time we have, ladies and gentlemen. We
right?
thank you.
One. All platforms, Mister6ft8 Mister. The number 6, F is in Frank, T is in Tiger. The number 8, Mister6ft8, all across IG, TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube. And don't forget, catch me tomorrow night as I burn up something.
Some water. Baby, listen, I'm having, you coming to my party this Saturday?
What time is it?
I think I'm gonna do it like at 7:30.
Oh, I might be able to make that then. I get off at 8.
Oh, okay. You
Where's
get off at 8.
Yeah. Where's it gonna be at?
At the house.
Okay.
I'm doing my party trail.
Okay.
I'm retiring.
No, wait a minute. No, we ain't
my
talking about
Facebook,
retiring.
my
No.
Instagram,
What
my
kind of party
Twitter.
is this?
This is my retirement party for my Facebook account, my Instagram account, my Twitter account, and my YouTube account.
The devil is a lie.
I'm deleting all those
I know you a
on
lie.
Saturday at 7:30.
A lie don't care who tell it.
It just want to be told, but this is not a lie. This is the story that's happening
my
Saturday
God.
7:30.
You really are doing it.
I already ordered my cake and everything, retirement cake and everything.
Oh my God. So you can give up all them followers.
No, they have to follow me in the TikTok.
My Lord. You know what? I love TikTok. It's just that it be so much to do on that and look at. It be sensory overload.
TikTok.
But Savon, you know Savon, she done got good at it. She done got real good at it.
Auntie, what's her name? Auntie, be calm. She good at it too.
Yeah, they got good at it, but
Let me stop that, honey. I'm just lying. I'm not deleting my stuff, honey. I'm not deleting my stuff,
I was sitting
child.
here looking like, I know good time well that you ain't fixing to get off YouTube.
But I am finna have a drive because I'm at 8,000. I need to get it to 10,000. I've been at 8,000, followers on YouTube for the longest now. I need to get it to 10,000 so I can enjoy some other stuff that come along with 10,000.
Yes, y'all hear that right?
So y'all need to tell everybody they need to go on and log on. They need to subscribe.
If Lady Ankles, Delicate Ankles can have 15,000 folks.
Who's Lady Delicate?
Crazy. If she can have 15,000 folks, I know good time well that y'all can get this number at 10,000.
And she started hers after me, I believe.
Okay.
So y'all need to come, but she be on there faithfully like Maddie.
Oh, yes,
And Chi. How many Chi have? She be on there faithfully too. But it's just
But
like
see,
I used to be faithful. I used to be faithful on there. But let me take a break and we're gonna come back because we got one more break on it. And we're gonna come back and we're gonna talk about that when we leave. All right.
Are they in elementary school and looking to improve self-confidence?
Janice texted me, she said, Robert texted me.
She said what?
She said she didn't know I was dropping by today.
Oh.
Janice. That's my buddy.
I know she's gonna be here yesterday.
Say what?
Sean was supposed to be here in Fall Tackler. The CEO of Fall Tackler was supposed to be here.
Oh, Sean Joyner?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm not the, maybe next year I'll be able to definitely come for sure. Cause I done exhausted all my PTO. So
You said what?
I done exhausted all my PTO.
Oh, you work on the weekend.
I work Saturdays, 10 hours.
And see, we're gonna be gone Thursday to Sunday.
See, that would have been perfect because you know my off days are Thursday, Friday, and Sunday. Ain't that something?
And then I come back that Sunday and I host Spotlight on Miss Black Universe.
Well, maybe if I had the same shift. And what day is it on?
What is what on?
Fall Saturday, the last weekend.
Thursday to Sunday.
How much is it?
They can start off like at $365.
So it's like what? It covers what? Room,
Everything.
everything.
But if you want to ride the party bus there, I think it's like, I don't know how much, $85 for the party bus. Just go to falltakers.com. All the information is right there.
I don't know, Sean. Maybe I can. What's that? It is saying that's in Tennessee. How far is that from here?
You can go Thursday, go back to work Saturday. Saturday's the big night though.
Yeah.
We had
How far is that from here?
like 40.
Y'all normally get there like around what, around noon Thursday?
We get there around.
Y'all used to take a bus, didn't you?
We do the party bus leave from the airport.
Oh.
Party bus leave from the airport and return to the airport.
See, I might have to
We get there around 4:35 o'clock.
on Thursday evening.
I think we leave like 11 or 12. But we have to stop.
What time y'all be leaving out Sunday?
We leave out Sunday like noon. You really need to come though. It is so much fun. It's in the woods. You need to come. The welcoming party at Hard Rock Cafe that Thursday.
I might can drive up.
No, you don't want to drive.
You want to drive? I said I want to drive.
The first year, because I was working at the other
The party
radio
bus
station.
full now, though. It's coming up to October.
They probably have, but see, you have to come back Saturday.
I mean, not technically, but it's just a matter of.
Oh, you work from home? You can work from up there.
Yeah, my computers. I have a desktop like this exact same setup at home with two screens. They haven't given us laptops
You
yet.
have a laptop.
But the only day that I work during them days, y'all,
It's
is
Saturday.
Saturday because I'm off. I'm off 3 days. I work 4 by 10 shifts.
But they have all the cabins. This is like a house. Have a full kitchen, full living room, jacuzzis, hot tub.
And the deadline to
And
turn the
then-
money in is like what, mid-October?
Now you have to. I think now when you make a reservation, because you have to pay the whole thing.
Oh, gotcha.
Whole thing. because it's next month, the end of next month.
So what's the whole thing?
Like 365, I believe.
What it was before that?
No, because they have different
Oh.
different tiers.
So you like stay in a room with somebody?
It's like dormitory. We stay like they have cabins. Like they have cabins that have like just 2 bedrooms. Or then they have some cabins that have like 10, 15 bedrooms. They are nice. But the first year we went, oh my God, the first couple of years we went, we had some cabins. They was like dormitories, like at college. How you have a dormitory?
Right.
Oh my God, we had 2 of those, and then we had a lot of cabins like around that. But that was the main 2, baby. Those was nice. But now we have the cabins. And then one place that we went, some of the cabins that we went to one time. Remember they had that big old fire? We was there. We had just left. We had just left for fall tackle, but they didn't rebuild. They got a lot. This year we have more. This is the most people because we didn't go last year because they had already postponed it. Like before we left the year before, they had already told us that the staff need a break, and we're not going to have fall tackle. We're just going to skip the year to give staff a break because all that planning and getting the buses in the hotel and all the cabins and all that stuff, and then you know the events where we're going to have the places, all those stuff. So it's just a lot of work. Then checking everybody in, make sure everybody got the room, all that stuff. So they said, we're going to take a break. So we're like, okay. So then, lo and behold, they said we weren't going to do fall tackle that year, and that's the year that coronavirus hit, and we would have had to cancel it anyway.
Wow.
So now we're coming back this year, and we've had more people, almost 300 some people registered.
Oh my goodness. So that's who's gonna be actually coming this.
They had to add more cabins and stuff.
Oh my! So it's like with all men, or is men and women?
Men, women, gay, straight, everybody. But it started off as a birthday celebration. It was like his birthday. He started off doing cruises, and then it's like everybody started doing cruises. Everybody want to go do a cruise, going to Jamaica and all that stuff. So he said, let's do something different. And then he decided to go to the mountains, do it like a retreat. So just his birthday celebration, it would be his friends and his family, like his mom and sisters, brothers, and all the people, they would come, and his friends and stuff, and then it just grew into what it is now.
300 and some people. Dang. That's a whole lot.
Hola.
Hi, hello.
Hello. Bye, look at you.
Wow.
Yeah. You have some trash over there?
Nope. I don't today.
What time is it?
5:40, 5:55.
Did you stop by that? You didn't stop by there and take your ticket to get it over there.
I was supposed to. You have to get them first to get up there. So it'll be alright.
So we can already come up right here. Let me see. What is this?
Hallelujah.
If I know what I did.
Hey. Say what? Rewind.